Hello. Welcome in. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. I'm a little behind, but it happens. Life happens. You just got to go with the flow. Hello, chosen Aries. Welcome in. Welcome in. We'll start in a minute. We'll start in a second. Okay. All right. I still got to open the tarot deck. I haven't opened the new tarot deck yet. That's something I should be doing in a second here. First, I'm going to crack one of my drinks. I got to get off of the Red Bull for a little while. I think it's just too much for me. So, I don't know if a lot of people might have got notified on this one. I don't feel like they did, but it's all good. Welcome in. All right. All right. All right. Let's fix the screen a little bit like that. Okay. Today's power drink of choice is Prime. I think it hits better than Red Bull. And where I get it, it's a lot fucking cheaper. Okay. All signs. What's your future message? Welcome in. Roxanne, Tracy, Chatty Chick, and hello, Sylvia Scott. We're going to open this one first. And then I got to pick between this one, or that one. I might just be lazy and go with this one because I don't have to take the plastic. It's a done deal. Hold on. I'm going to do something real quick. I'll be right with you. Hit the like button, would you? Thank you. I appreciate it. And no takesy backies. I don't like that takesy backsies bullshit energy. I'm trying to make it so it gets rid of like the darkness. I feel like it's a little dark. There we go. I don't know if that's better or worse. I still got shadow everywhere. Why the fuck is there shadow everywhere? Because I didn't put it far enough in front of the door, maybe. There you go. Let's see if that helps. I don't want it to blind me either, though. Oh, it's my microphone. Is it? No. What the fuck is over my shoulder? What the fuck is causing that? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, that feels weird on my back. Why is this lower, too? My chair's down. Everything's messed up. My kid must have got his... I bet you when I was doing laundry, he ran in here. Guarantee it. All right. That one... Do I have to take... I still have to... I didn't get away from it. I do like this one, but I will still have to take plastic off. So, yeah. We're going to do this one in case those are double plastic. We'll see in a minute. Oh, we still got to open the other one. I didn't bring a knife, and I cut my fingernails. Give me a second. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, CA. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Moonwolf. So the first deck I'm opening, this will be the deck that I want to... Bear with me. Bear with me 1 second. I just fucking give up. We're just going to do that. And we're going to move this like that. And it's going to be either too much light or just a fucking enough. But I think that's better. I think that's a little bit brighter. So it was kind of annoying me. It's too damn dark. Now, if you were sitting here, you'd be saying the opposite. Like, it's just too goddamn bright. Here we go. Open. All right, so the first deck, what I was trying to tell... Oh, they're pretty. Look at the back of them. Oh, shit, that's going to be a problem. We'll fix that. We'll put that up there. Okay, that might help a little bit. We'll see. The first deck... Oh, I'm glad I did that, because this one has nothing on it. So, they usually do that on the front, top of the back of the box. Typically the top. Not always. So... These we're going to use, and when we do these cards, we're going to use them upright. Now we'll open the other deck. The other one's called the Golden Foil. And the first one's called Pop Art. Here we go. Let's get to the other deck. And this one, of course, I'm going to need something sharp. Do I have anything sharp down here? Give me a second, everyone. I don't want to do that. I don't want to burn it because I'll probably burn the cards. Give me a second. I got to think. How do I not have something sharp around it? What is that? That'll work. That'll work. Maybe. Scratch it. Yeah, that'll work. It's like a clip. All right, did enough. Now I think I can, yep, get it the rest of the way. Okay. Did they think these cards were going to run away? This is some super plastic. Here we go. Just more of a mess over there. Oh, my man. These ones are waterproof. They're super thin. Oh, I have other ones that you guys have seen. These over here that I thought these were like flimsy and thin, but these are even more flimsy and thin. These are even more flimsy and thin than the others. All right. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So these I'm only going to shuffle in my hand, and that will be about, we're going to try to aim for that to be, I want to see what I can get about the future with those. Let's go with you guys. Here we go. We're going to go in order. All right. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. What's the deal? I think I just saw the strength card. All right. What's the deal for Aries? What's the future message for Aries? I didn't put this back. Hold on. I don't want to mix these up. I didn't open that one. Wait a minute. Whatever. What is the future message for the zodiac sign of Aries? What do you want to show Aries? What's their future message? And hold up, I just got to make sure. Uh-oh. I just got to make sure before we even try to find out. I like these. They're thicker. Pretty good quality. These were not that expensive. It's weird how the ones that are like real cool looking and are cheaper are actually like better. Not always, but sometimes. Here we go. Aries. They're not. None of them seem to be stuck together. It's future message. Get ready for celebrations, Aries. You have some celebrations that could be heading your way, or that you could be venturing into. Is your future message? Show me more about this for the zodiac sign of Aries. Whether you know about it or not, wow. Whether you know about this or not, like whether you're aware of this or not, it's gonna make you very happy. That's gonna be the outcome for Aries. And I feel like you've been wanting to move in this direction for quite some time. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's been something you've been wanting to resonate or balance out in your life. Maybe just to fucking build and show up for you, to show the stability that needs to happen. Have you felt apart or away from this? Because if you have, or like it hasn't balanced out quite to the way you would like, I feel like you're not going to have to reminisce much longer. I feel like you're just going to have to continue to go the direction you are and watch the work unfold. It does look like it'll bring happiness. It just looks like it's something that's coming your way. Give me some more. While you wait for this to while you wait for this to materialize, you're going to be very action oriented, it tells me, on career or your own stability. Very driven with career and your own stability. Not really trying to lose focus of career, your own stability, or taking the best energy with the time you invest in whatever you do. Give me more on this for Aries. What else is here for Aries? Some of you, because emotionally, it's not worth focusing on where you've been or things that just haven't shown up for you, something like that. And what's crazy is I wasn't going to let them go reverse, but that one wanted to show up reverse, so I left it there. It just happened to jump out of the deck that way, so I'm leaving it. The Emperor. You're going to be very, very focused. Some of you are also going to want to come up with new ideas or learn things. And some of you are going to find, it's almost, you're going to have a lot of motivation to find that true love interest and just run with it. You give me this, I want to run with it. And I feel like you almost make me feel like it's a matter of time, or I need the time to happen. And I always figure the wheel of like the time card. I didn't know that was there. And I feel like that's the balance you've been waiting for to see happen. You know what I mean? Probably the new beginning that you're looking for. Has it been something you've had to wait for a while? Have other things been toxic or fallen apart? Because that's what it's telling me. I feel like everything you've wanted to manifest, you're hoping will come to conclusion or the decision will be made. This is what I see for your future message so far, Aries. Let's keep going. Now, the next tarot deck, if I feel like it's the future, I will read it. But if it feels like it's now, past energy, or just something you need to hear, I'm just going to read it like that. Anything, I'm going to give you a little more with these. Anything else for Aries? Any other message for the zodiac sign of Aries that needs to show up for their future? Love's coming towards you, or you're moving toward. I'm fucking over it. Love is coming towards you, or you're moving towards it. It's almost like it's about fucking time. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like it's time. I feel like emotionally, it's what you need. You have too much emotions here towards this shit. And I feel like you want to take the risks and you want it to like magnify. And you know that that's what you want to trust or work with. Some of you are in an energy where you're aware you want, it's the same reading again. Look at this. It's the same. I shuffled. You want the same shit. I'm liking it. I don't think it's going to let me tell you much more of a narrative with these. I think it's just telling me to tell you to get ready for some good happiness in your life or be excited about it. I feel like you should be excited about it. And it's like something inside of me, outside of just with what I read, it makes me feel like it isn't just about the beginning. It's about going through the middle and trying to continue it. Don't let it like start and dissolve unless it just doesn't feel right. You're going to have to trust your instincts on that though. All right. You're really going to have to trust your, go with that wit kind of energy. That's what I'm seeing for you so far. Let's go to the other tarot for you. I can't believe it repeated like accurately like that. To the extent where it's almost the same identical order, but it's cool because I didn't want to talk about it. But a lot of you that are newer to the channel, I was like, I don't know why I haven't done a reading like this long ago, because I've literally been in a room full of people and I'm reading the outcome of how that one person they're talking about that they just hired. And I've been at the company for years. They're talking about that person. They're asking me about that person. I tried to tell them, I don't want to tell you nothing. They don't know that I can tell them anything. Hell, I'm not even focused on anything like that at the time. But I tell them in order everything that'll happen that affected everybody in that room, including them, how it would affect them the most, and how it would affect the people that the clients. And so for the cards to show me something I've already done, and I was thinking about this when I was driving earlier today, like, man, this reading's going to it reminded me of that, knowing that, like, I should have already done a reading like this. Here we go. Show me something else for Aries. These ones I'm going to shuffle each which way. See what else we get for you. I like these, how they shuffle. I just hate how slippery they are. Oh, my. As I say that, I just dropped half of, well, I caught them, but one hit the ground. They're mad slippery. I mean, like, would you put some oil on them? They don't need any baby oil. They're shiny enough. God damn, these cards are shiny. Look at this. We'll show you the rest in a second. Let's give Aries a reading. Whether it's what they need to see or whether it's the future. What's in the future? Aries, let's see what you get. I'm going to give you a couple more shuffles, though. There we go. And what I was talking about, I saw you wrote, that's very interesting. I think that was Tracy. That was like over a decade ago. I was well over a decade ago. Because I wasn't 28. I was probably 25, 24. I was young. A lot younger. Maybe 26. I just know it was a while ago. Here we go. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries. What do you got for them? I don't know. These are going to be a pain. I'm going to have to try not to let them slip out of my hands. They've already done it twice. Here we go. Oh, like I just said, these cards that might be too. Okay, this card has to come out. It's going to talk about the now. So this is crazy. I like what it's doing. I'm actually seeing what it's doing. So the card that hit the ground, and I should have shown you guys, was this card in the reverse. It's staying in the reverse because it was obviously meant for you. Hit the ground twice. Have you been recognized? I think you've been identifying the things that didn't work out or the situations you've been apart from. Something like that. Here we go. Show me more. Show me something for Aries. These cards win for the most slippery. I've never had cards like I don't think you guys have it ridiculous. Like the other ones I thought were bad. These are horrible. With maybe my greasy hand. My hands are really greasy. Maybe the dryness in my hands will slow it down after a couple of uses or something. We'll see. Show me. Keep going with the message for Aries. Continue this. Okay. You might have had a hard time with believing things would work out, is what it makes me feel like. Here we go. Yes or no to that? Let's see what you get. This is about Aries. Absolutely. All right. I'm getting aggravated with these ones. I might open another deck. This is kind of pissing me off at this point. They're way too slippery. I want a refund. These weren't that cheap either compared to the first deck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use these. I'll try. I'll try to keep it going. But if they do this over and over again, I'm out. And we'll go to the other ones. I do feel like they're trying to give an accurate reading as far as what they're saying, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. These are like these are cards you want to give to somebody as a joke. Like, this is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that out of all the tarot decks I've used. All right, so you have the Hermit. And with the Hermit, you have the Four of Cups. And I feel like it was a waiting game or a kind of recognizing things weren't going in your way. They just, look at this. They just weren't working out. So is it time for you to start going after those new beginnings? I feel like you know it is. I feel like you know that's what you want. I feel like a lot of you, it doesn't matter what your sex is, gender is, I don't care. What you're attracted to, women on women, like, like male on woman. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter in what's going on. I feel like you just want the power of change. And if you're wondering what card, it's the opening card. It was mixed up in there. So that one wasn't on top. So here we go. The Star, the change. And I feel like you're ready for these new beginnings or go in that direction for the zodiac sign of Aries. Show me something else for Aries. Show me something else you want me to show Aries. I swear to God, don't jump off the table. You're done. It's what you want to manifest. You will know that this is what you want to manifest, and you know you're trying to trust it. And it makes me feel like because things just haven't been moving the way that make you feel happy. And you've probably had a lot of time to think about this, Aries. Have you been thinking about it? I almost feel like you've been trying to be strong enough to recognize, to not be at a distance from it is what it makes me feel like. Not to let the things of the past upset you. I feel like a lot of you have had to go silent or have had a lot of people go silent on you. It's one or the other. Things just weren't fucking working out, and you may be very aware of it. Here we go. Show me something else for Aries. What do you got for Aries? What do you want to tell them? Why is that reversed? Okay. Some of you, it didn't work out with a water sign or a fire sign is what it's telling me. Somebody didn't get the happy ending. And no, I don't mean you went to a fucking spa where you're like, can I order the happy ending? I did catch that, even though I don't know if you guys caught that. That's fucking awesome. But oh my God. We don't do that here, sir. But no, somebody didn't get the happy ending is what it's telling me. With a water sign, fire sign. Could have been an Aries with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You didn't get what you were looking for. You were looking for love, but somebody had to let it go or let you go or you let them go. Whatever the hell. I feel like you're going to start to get truth and clarity. Emotionally stay at a distance from letting things upset you, and you're just moving in the direction of things that feel stability or kind of like concrete. Give me something else for Aries. Ooh, secret message. Not going to be for everybody. I'm going to say it one more time for you. Are you ready? So, secret message. I'm feeling the fucking prime. I love this shit. I'm going to buy more of this shit. Oh my God. I've got two, by the way. Oh man, it gets me all fucking bubbly. So, I feel like some of you, honestly, had the opportunity. Somebody came, either you went towards somebody or somebody from the past came towards you. It makes me feel like there could have been more than one person for some of you that this happened with. Others of you, if it was just one person of the past, I feel like you were thinking maybe this will work out, or they were thinking maybe this will work out. This ain't going to be for everybody. It's just going to be for the ones that it wants to grab you by like the short hairs. somebody was wanting to put the work in, the other person didn't really give a shit. Something like that. Somebody wasn't fighting for it. Either was too stubborn or not going to stress about the bullshit. Somebody was either displeased or uninterested. Like, nope, I don't think so. I'll get back on my horse. But I think it has a lot to do with making sure things play out evenly. Or if the investment doesn't, because if the investment isn't there, whether it's the Aries feeling that way or the cross watcher, would you really work with it? That tells me straight up, fuck no. Right? Here we go. 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups reversed. Why? Temperance. So somebody could have been trying to get out of their head or lying about themselves, lying about their situation, about how they were feeling emotionally or how they feel. Somebody's fucked up with their vulnerability. It's like whether it was the Aries, whether it was a cross watcher, somebody, and I don't think somebody was going to wait for you to like speak up or pick that shit up. Whether you had to do that, no. Somebody was like, no, fuck with that. So either you decided I'm leaving it away, I'm moving away from it, and I'm going to focus on happiness, or they felt that way towards you, Aries. Don't matter, because something else is coming towards you. This is where your future's coming in. Something else wants to come towards you. You've got the Judgment and the Knight. You have the Page of Cups, not the Knight. A slow beginning or start. Somebody wants something else. Something else is going to get your attention, Butterball. I don't know why I called you Butterball, but it felt good. And it's going to want to invest with you. The question I have for you is, are you going to be ready and willing to invest with it? Because that's what I want to know. Show me something else for Aries. Show me something for Aries. Any other message? What wants to come out? It's got to feel right. That does. So clarify why that's here for Aries. Zodiac sign of Aries. Oh, finally it jumped. So it could feel very like it's going to be something that you can't ignore. Somebody's not going to be able to ignore it. And I feel like it could be, this could be an Aries with an air sign, whatever that's about. This could be an Aries with an air sign. This is another card that we don't need in the tarot deck. Sometimes they'll give you 2 opening cards. And okay, so some of you Aries, if you deal with somebody from the past that you were more than platonic with or were hoping to be that with, but it looks like if you were, with what I see, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna be fucking honest as fuck with you. It's gonna last for like a fucking hot minute. You know, you're gonna get your squeeze. You're gonna squeeze that lemon. That lemon's gonna dry up, and then it's gonna be fucking in the trash. I'm telling you, I'm done. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna continue. It gives me the energy that if you deal with somebody from the past, preferably an air sign, it ain't long lived. Might even leave you a little fucking discombobulated or upset. What else we got here? You might feel like, man, well, I thought they were really passionate about me, or they were good. Like it seems so promising, so real. Might put you right back to putting yourself back to work. What about your emotions? You may not want to talk to them or answer the phone. I just don't feel like you'll pay attention to them, or they're not paying attention to you. This is fucking, I don't know. That's what I've got for Aries. We're going to move on. Some of you, that could be what's going on now. Some of you, that could be what happens down the road. It feels like that one was able to cross in a little bit and tell you what may happen if somebody from your past you started dealing with again. Preferably a fire sign, air sign energy. Preferably one of those. Here we go. All right, I'm going to shut the heat off for a little bit till my hands get cold. All right. Right now, give it to me. And all the girls think I'm pretty fly for a white guy. He might be white. I don't know. Might be a white guy. Whatever. Not my fucking business. Here we go. My lighter's dead. Fuck. I'm batting 1,000 on this live. Come on, give me some juice. I don't have one down here, do I? I probably do. Fuck. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get a lighter. I'll be back. And then we'll do Taurus. right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What's your future message? What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What do we have for that? Show me the future message for the zodiac sign of Taurus. What is the future message for them? Here we go. Why does it feel like you give me an energy? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You give me an energy where you want to balance out work situations, or you just want progress to continuously gain or show up. It's some of you, it's a matter of if it is showing up, you don't want it to stop. Others of you, it's a matter of wanting it to continue to move forward faster and faster, or better, and if not faster and faster, just better and better. Okay? Give me something for Taurus. Here we go. It's a message for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Okay. What's that all about? Why is that here? I want to see where that goes before I say anything. Clarify those two cards. Came flying out together. I'm going to tell you something. I'm definitely going to tell you something. The energy I see here, you either might have had a falling out with another fucking earth sign or an air sign. Definitely could have been an earth or air sign. Could have had a hard falling out with them, or communication just went down the shitter. What? Why is the balance card here? There's more earth. Here we go. More earth. When it comes to stability, I think that's your main focus right now. Some of you are mad at an air sign, or they were mad at you, is what I'm seeing. Somebody's given a lot of thought to this, or didn't trust that bitch. They didn't trust that shit and want to move in that direction. They did not trust this motherfucker. No, you lying mother. You didn't trust them. Or they didn't trust you. It almost feels a little bit mutual, like a mutual disregard for each other. And I feel like one person had to work their way to be as, you might have had to feel like, I just can't fucking tolerate your shit anymore kind of energy. Like I'm tired of feeling like fucking absorbed by you. I'm sick of feeling like upset over this. And I feel like it was you. I feel like it was Taurus. You're like, no. Fuck with this. We don't need to talk. You give me this. We don't need to talk energy. You don't need to come towards me energy. You give me, I need to focus on my passions and what I want to create. And I'll let everything else go by or stay at a distance from me. Because I don't need to be looking in that direction. I can look in my own fucking direction, have my own motive or motivation. What the fuck? Here we go. Really now? Let's see what you get. Show me something for the future. The future message for Taurus. What's the deal? What's the deal for Taurus? So if you've had a hard time or things were hard, where's this going? I think you've noticed it. And I think it made you feel a little stuck until you recognize you didn't have to pay attention to it. That's what it's telling me. I feel like if you were feeling like things were rough, or things were just weren't matching your energy, working out well in the energy you were looking at, I don't think you felt like, oh, I want to be stuck here anymore. I feel like you decided, I just don't want to focus on that, and I want to go in a new direction, brand new direction. I feel like that's the balance you were looking for. I feel like you became strong in that area, and that's the motivation and the power of movement you worked with. Some of you have also had love. I feel like love has been something that you've thought of, or it's been on your mind, or you wouldn't mind having a good time again. Hold on. This is probably, if you haven't been dealing with anybody for a little bit of time as well, you probably wouldn't. You probably admired the changes. Here we go. Show me more of what's going on with the future. What do we got for their future? Show me their future message, please. Okay. Letting go was probably the part that was made the most sense to you, it's telling me. Some of you knew you had to, that one wanted to come up backwards. Some of you knew no matter what, it was better to be at a distance. That's all that's trying to tell me. Because there were other things that you knew that you could find or would find you. It'd be the judgment or the outcome. Probably produce a lot of emotional stability and fucking happiness. Holy shit. I think you know this. I think you know. Some of you know it. Almost like you might have felt like you were dealing with somebody who wasn't worth your time or the investment. So the world's about saying goodbye. I feel like you were like, no, I'll take care of my own shit. And I'll look the other way, and I'll focus on the emotions that I want to see. And I'll trust the instincts, the intuition that I was fucking born with kind of energy. Emotionally, what's up? I feel like you're trying to find out where to go with your emotions at this time. A lot of you Tauruses, it comes on the board like you want to know what to do with your emotions right now, or which directions to give out, or what to accept towards the emotional aspect. I feel like that's the decision you're working towards right now, Taurus. Show me something. You will find some celebration. You're gonna find somebody that's gonna meet you at a. I feel like you're gonna find something that you might have at one time in the past thought is what you wanted, but it wasn't really suited for you. And you're gonna get truth and clarity. There was something else that was really gonna want to look at you, or you were really gonna want to work with. Something like that for you. It's gonna be awesome. What the fuck? You might fall in like head over heels for a person, or they may fall head over heels for you. Your future messages, look out for this motherfucker because they're coming at you or you're going at them. You have something really, really good coming towards you. Somebody's really going to like you. I think that's what's coming towards you. I'm going to ask more. Show me more. I just want to see what else you get. I'll let my cigarette almost burn out. Damn it. Here we go. Show me something for Taurus. This might be worth the risk. Taurus, for you, this may be worth the risk. This might be like that. You might get that. It's almost like, motherfucker, I feel like you're winning the lottery towards happiness or direction towards a person. I want to see where this goes. Show me something on top of that, please, for Taurus. Why is that here? So we'll clarify it, and I'll talk about what came out after, but clarify the next card out. The first two or three, however many are here. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm feeling because it's the way I have to read this. So this makes me feel like something does want to come towards you, and you're going to have to do not think of anything anywhere you've been when you go in a new direction with somebody else. Just focus on the now. And where is this going? And some of you, I get this. You've been patiently waiting for it to arrive, or you're going to have to be patient with it, is what I'm picking up. It's something like that. But here we go. The Two of Pentacles, that Page of Pentacles could just be slow momentum, but that communication and a wish fulfillment's on the table for you. I don't think you'll be down in the dumps much longer. I feel like the work's going to start happening. Emotionally, I do feel like it's something you think about or want to see grow. Definitely want to see it grow. Build something about it. I would love to see this build into that happy home. And what's next is the fucking building card. How about that shit? Here we go. Show me anything else for Taurus, please. What's the message for Taurus? It's up to you to make the decision. If you make the decision, it's probably going to be the decision that brings love towards you, or that is willing to work with you. And I don't feel like you're going to have to, I don't get like you have to sacrifice much for this. I feel like it's just supposed to happen and make you feel socially accepted and emotionally happy. It might make you both really like working with it emotionally as well. It may take, I am going to tell you, I do feel like it may take a little bit of time. I feel like it's going to take time. I'm getting like you might have to be patient before you see this light up or before it balance out. Hold on. Show me anything else for Taurus. What's the message? It should bring a lot of happiness to you or to the situation. If you've been feeling stuck in the situation towards love, you're not going to be for much longer, damn it, because the celebration's coming. It's on its way. We're done. That's what you get. I'm not giving you no more. I was waiting for the lovers, and it showed up faster than I expected. There you go. Hell yeah. Now we get to use the really slippery deck. Yay. Welcome in, everybody. I know it's late. I don't expect many people to watch this late at night. Just wasn't feeling it Wednesday. I was like, no, I'm too tired. I'll do it Friday night. Hello, Jim. Hello, Amanda Vulgar Hearts. What's up, Tammy? Hello, Kelly. Man, I got to pay attention or I'm going to drop these again. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Taurus. What's the message here for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? What do you want to say to Taurus? Why is that here? Why is that here? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Earth and air on the table. why are they here? Clarify why. What's okay? You want all those to come out? We're gonna do it. You didn't try to jump off the table, so I'll give them to you. It's okay. I'm gonna do. If it's reversed again, it's not okay. And it was two. I'll show you. It's two reverse cards. The energy I'm seeing. Some of you may have dealt with an air sign or an earth sign, and I immediately felt like it wasn't the right gamble, or it just didn't fucking work, and you had to trust releasing it. But the next thing is, for some of you, if that ain't the story here could be look out for the air sign, the earth sign, or the water sign coming towards you. Now the next two cards was it going to be a fire sign? That told me no. Hail to the no. Some of you might have had to cut out a water or an air sign. Some of you might have had to cut out a water or an air sign. Not felt like confident within that relationship, or some of you it was the communication. It doesn't come off like it was socially awkward. It just comes off where it just became stagnant or unplayful anymore. Almost like unrealistic. What? Here we go. Let's keep going. Show me something for Taurus. So you didn't want to work with it. Emotionally, I feel like you decided I want to focus on my stability. Because I feel like you were like, nope, if it has to go away, it has to go away. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. I feel like you decided to kind of rein in on your emotional integrity and stability. Kind of onto yourself kind of energy. The Wheel of Fortune in the Tower. And I think you're ready to invite the excitement of change in your life. I want to know what's on the bottom. Now, this is going to make sense if you have not been on like dating apps. Like if you ain't on like Bumble or fucking Match or Bagel and Coffee Talk Time, whatever the fuck that app's called. If you're not on any of those, Plenty of Fish, if that fucking thing still exists. You're not really focused on doing all that. The victory card's in reverse. I don't think you've been focused on relationships as much after that last one. I feel like career's been a setting for you. I just keep seeing career energy. And it's not even like just blowing up in my face. Right? 10 of Wands is reversed. Page of Wands. This is going to make sense to somebody who does not communicate to that person anymore. They don't talk to you. You don't talk to them. You're very distant from each other. It's what's telling me. I feel like you both started being aware that you wanted to focus on creating more abundance in your life, fulfillment in your life, wishes that you wanted to see build. And I feel like both of you went in this direction, or it made it easier to be at a distance, something like that. Here we go. I'm done. 3 of Wands reversed. Be at that distance kind of energy. Here we go. Show me something else for Taurus. The one that flipped in the middle. I got to find it. Hold on. Where are you? Shuffle it like it's money. It's not money. Where the fuck did you go? There you are. You see it? Oh, didn't flip. I flipped it. So it didn't work. So you decided, okay, if that's not going to work, I can go into a different direction. I almost feel like you want to see celebrations or the energy happen. Clarify why. Because you've been focusing on working and figuring out solutions on your own for a while is what it's telling me for some of you Tauruses. Interesting. Here we go. I love when I flip over my left hand. Love just hasn't been something that's kind of, I feel like it's not intrigued you or just been revived. The Death card, the new beginning, I feel like it hasn't shown up, or you haven't really focused on it as much as career. But I feel like you want both right now is what it's making me feel like for Taurus. Very highly driven on not being stressed out and focusing on money matters. Some of you are trying to trust the direction that you want to go in or build with. Why does it feel like you have this great idea, or you have all these great ideas, but you don't tell many people about them? What is that? Ace of Wands reversed. Clarify that one. You might have told your ex, whatever that's about, something about I get that you might have told your ex about what you were interested in or your ideas or the things you wanted to invest in the future. telling me that your ex could have been, I'm going to tell you, an air sign, fire sign, water sign. Whatever. How you'll know who this is for. Now it tells me that you came off to them or they came off towards you, like you weren't the main focus. And I think that's what kind of made things get brittle or just crumble. Whether both of you did that to each other, whether y'all did that to each other, or one of you did that to each other, that's what kind of made it kind of suffocated that situation. Let's see if I can give you anything else before we move on. Oh, you for real? Oh, these cards. These cards are mean. These cards are really testing me tonight. Legit. You're going to have to bear with me because I got to move the computer. It didn't go that far. It slid under my stand. I got it. Damn it. It slid under my stand. And that's never happened. Here we go. Anything else for Taurus? Show me something about what's coming towards them in the future. What's the deal? Give me that. What do they need to see for the future? Whether it's good or sloppy. What do we got? I don't know what it's going to say, but I know these cards are mixed up like a son of a bitch. Here we go. Like reverse, upright. You have a lot of thinking or thoughts on your mind going forward about what you can manifest or how you're gonna rein it in. And I feel like you've already been doing this. I feel like you're just gonna stay in that energy. I don't think you're gonna let that go quite that easily. Anything else? Anything else? In the future for Taurus. That's gonna be your focus. Clarify her. And if something tries to come towards you and upset you or show you can't trust it, I don't feel like you'll have clouded judgment with what to do. I feel like you're gonna be like a workhorse or very high efficiently motivated on career or work settings. But I do feel like you need to pace it and be very open for both. Be ready to have the opportunity of both to show up, work and excitement or like pleasurable things. I feel like that might be something that you should be paying attention to going forward. Give me something else. Clarify those two if you can. What do you have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Two aces, baby. Because it tells me you've probably been at a distance. It's probably been a while since you've been in a relationship is what it's telling me. Or even or even went towards one. Even went towards one, communicated with one. And I feel like it's time to get the strength up and balance that shit out. And I feel like it's time for you to start getting passionate about it. And I feel like it's telling me that's what you need. I feel like this solo game you've been doing, it's time to, I feel like you're out of your head about being at a distance with it. Might have known you weren't fighting for it. Go to the bottom. But now it's probably time to start getting ready to fight for love. Something about moving towards that. I'm done. Two of Wands. Discover that it's good for you, or that's what you inevitably have been wanting as much as you want to work hard. But it doesn't feel like the work's been put in that area as much as work in general. It doesn't make me feel like. Clarify the hot card. So it tells me you have a strong imagination about wanting balance in love situations, but you haven't put the work towards it yet. But inevitably, that's what will make you happy. Done. Knight of Swords is reversed. Tells me you haven't really moved towards the happiness or built towards it yet. And I feel like that's the secret for you. I feel like I don't feel like you just can have finance. I feel like you can have finance and love at the same time. Or they want to meet you at the same. I'm done. They want to meet you at the same time. You got two kings on the table. King of Pentacles, the King of Love, baby. Come on now. That's what I'm leaving you with, Taurus. So I feel like, damn. I feel like you can have both at the same time, and you may be giving time to one thing over the other. And it's probably career or investing your time and energy and not focus. It didn't feel committed. It feels like your message is you trying to get committed to both. And if you focus on it, it's probably coming towards you. Or you're probably going towards it. Energy. Here we go. Why do you have the Ten of Wands and the Chariot? So there have been things that might have felt like you might have felt like it wasn't necessarily going to be the right move to work with. Clarify why that's no. I'm going to pick these up and we're going to see what it says. So you have the Ten of Wands and the Chariot. That just gives me, you might have been stuck with trusting to move forward or open up with communication here. Be excited about building towards something emotional or even wanting to trust going towards the development, the King of Pentacles. Isn't that strange how you just had these up right now, they're reversed? I feel like it's just telling me the things that you would like to rush towards, but you haven't focused on building the happiness. Now it's showing me, it's like reading this in reverse. This is fucking weird. All right, I'll go with it. And I don't think you're going to stay in that energy for much longer. It's telling me it's up to you to trust having new beginnings or be emotionally available for it. Your message is it's time to be more emotionally available. It's okay to be super independent, but open those emotions up is what your reading's telling me. If you're single like a Pringle, you better start you better start doing something because it's telling me you should be. It's telling me I'm going to give you a little bonus. Give me something else for Taurus into that reading. Show me something for them, please. What do you got? They're all going to be upright. New beginnings, first card out. It's time for new beginnings for you. What's the next card? New beginnings and what else? Passion. And for you to do what? Move towards it or move in that direction. It's going to start with communication. Some of you, it's also going to discover that it's better to let go of situations that you weren't feeling that didn't feel inviting, or didn't feel like they were going to prosper with you, or that if you had to second guess it, it wasn't the stability that was going to provide balance for you anyway. So it's like, I do get a message where some of you are still kind of thinking about what you may have, could have, should have, would have. And it's like, don't focus on that energy. If it didn't fight for you or you didn't fight for it, the victories, or you felt at a distance with it, move towards something that's worth speaking to or playing with is your message, Taurus. That's what I have. Because it looks like it could be very passionate very, very passionate towards you, but it's gonna take like that little communication to become big, solid communication and value, love and respect from both sides. Going out and socially accepting things, falling deep in love, getting the truth and clarity that this is what was meant to happen, that this might be the king for me, that this is the right decision, and I'm glad I went in this decision because now I get the Ten of Pentacles, baby. Because I feel like it's I can have it all reading. I feel like some of you may need to hear that. Damn. All right. I feel like you just sucked the prime out of me. Like, Jesus. I feel like all the energy's gone. I read too much for you, Taurus. All right, Gemini. Hey, Heather Jean. Hello, 526. Divine consciousness. What zodiac sign? Gemini. Gemini. I gotta read faster. I'm taking too long. I like the speed I'm going. I'm just curious, and I better look because I'm probably not gonna look. But what tarot deck's resonating more for you? Is it the sexy yellow and pink deck, or is it the slippery bitch, or is it the slippery tarot from hell? Because I brought hell into that, you might not pick. I'm hoping you pick the hell cards, even though I don't know. I felt like it was this, but it could be that. I have no fucking clue. Here we go. I guess we'll do a half a cigarette for Gemini. We'll do a half a cigarette for you guys. You don't need that's not even a half. It's like a quarter cigarette. Oh, it's the wrong lighter. What's the future message for Gemini? Here we go. I might have to use this and light up another one. You're going to need to start showing off, Gemini. You're going to need to start showing off. Yeah, I'm definitely lighting another one. Fuck that. This thing was like 2 drags. definitely going to not need to show off. I feel like you need to show off your skill sets come in the future. I think it's going to happen, and I think it's just a matter of time until that halo is above your head. Are you showing what you bring, what you can bring to the table? Some of you, it's about money and love. There's a cup on the table, and there's money there. The sword's laying sideways though, and the passion's down. Hold on. See what you get. See what you get, Gemini. Hell yeah, message received. One hell of a read, man. Thank you. Here we go. The world. So some of you are moving in a new direction. Some of you are going to move in a new direction. Some of you, the message for you, I feel that like the message I'm supposed to tell you is you're not supposed to let things phase you or restrict you. You do not feel absent for too long. I don't feel like Gemini likes to feel absent from anything. And it doesn't, I just get this energy where if it's giving you too much of feeling like things aren't making sense or working out, don't let it be the focus. Somehow that will help you. Hold on. I really wanted to come out. The Lovers is reversed. And I think if you're knowing that things I feel like things have made you feel like in suspense or emotionally withdrawn or not even sure if happy or what direction to work with. What the fuck? And these are supposed to be upright. Your shit doesn't want to come up upright. Not at all. Of course you don't. The twins. Here we go. Thinking. What do you think about? Some of you are missing passion in your life. You missing some good old fashioned sex. Give it to me, baby. Kind of, you missing the shit out. You at a distance from it like a motherfucker. You fucking, the sun is being blinded. You might have not been working with it or just not focused on it. Some of you, it's not been a focus or you haven't put the work towards it. Somebody has not been fighting for it. Somebody's been trying to focus on what can balance out and what's going to make sense. But while you do that, don't let shit bother you, like I've already said. All right. Some of you, it's about stability or creating that balance in your life. Some of you, I feel at such a distance with it. You give me, I'm at a distance, and you can't be upset about this, Gemini. Fuck that. It ain't worth it. Life's too short. Here we go. Things didn't work out. It's what it's telling. My cards just fell. That's kind of cool how they felt like that, but I don't need the two opening cards. Are those both the opening cards? That's one. Only one of those fell. Dropped my cigarettes too. I slammed the table that hard. Some of you, it's a matter of just not letting things upset you. Let's keep going. Clarify anything for Gemini. What's their future message? What do you want them to see for the future? I should pick them all back up. That card, I should have just took it out. You're going to be really driven on what direction to move towards on foundations. Because emotionally, it felt like a drag. Something tells me it's felt like a drag or it's felt like it's fallen at the wayside or just not happening. And it's either towards a materialism or love. It feels like love. And it definitely feels like love situations have been fucking empty for too long. The passion's not been on the board. The communication's probably been shitty, not that great. It just feels like you've been on your own, or what is going on? You're trying not to be upset with where you're going, but you may not know where you're going. You give me this, I don't know where to go or where to begin or what's going to happen energy. I think you will. Hold up. You might just have to be patient to figure this out on your own. You might also have to learn something or become aware of something. Maybe it's that first card, your talent, skills, and abilities. That might be a big part for you. Also, what's going on emotionally? Emotionally, you may have to trust not being focused on the past or things that didn't work out, focusing on the things that you can make happen or that will arrive, like the bird arrived on her hand. And you gotta be ready to. You gotta have the willpower for love and not to be emotionally attached to things that don't work out. You gotta let those go so you can find the ultimate success in happiness. Some of you know that that's a matter or a situation you can't lie about and that you need to focus on. That's some of you. I'm going to give you that hard truth, and it's going to be what it is. Here we go. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to read them again. Not as long, but I just want to see if we can try to get something for the future. But I'm going to try to focus on them being upright, just because you tried to be the first one to break the rules. Of course you did. Here we go. Here we go. Show me something. Gemini, I just saw your card. What's the message for Gemini? The future message. That one first. Holy shit. You. Not surprised. And the Magician. So not only are you going to have to focus on love situations, you're going to have to put yourself in that position. The position of authority, power, love, and excitement. Get ready for this. I feel like the message is get ready to move in that direction. This is your future message. Because it doesn't show me, I'm not going to say you have yet, but I'm saying that's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, let's go. Show me something for Gemini. I don't think I'm supposed to read these upright for you. Hermit's reversed. Everything's fucking reversed. Justice is reversed. Reversed. What the fuck? It tells me you haven't really moved towards social excitement. It's been a while. It's been a while. The Hermit, Justice. You are very aware of it. Star card reversed. There's been the communication or emotional connection has feeling like it's kind of diminished. You give me this diminishing energy, but it's time to bring that back to balance. Clarify anything you want for Gemini. The King of Wands is reversed, and it's almost like you kind of something might have felt like it put you in a situation that wasn't going to show any resolve, or emotionally it didn't feel as if you knew if it made sense to work with or connect with. That's what you're coming up as. Some of you, this could have been towards passions or work. Could have been a guy. Just could have been with the building of relationships with career or stability as well. This is what it tells me for you. Anything else? What do they need to see after this? Because it's telling me that if the passion's not there, or the lack of feeling like anything's going to transpire or position to a new beginning, and it's emotionally been keeping you kind of drained or tired, and you haven't been fighting for it, what do they need to see? Now tell me what they need to see. What's the message they need to see? You've been at a distance with it, but you can't be upset, and you can't let it keep you stuck because it's stressing you out. You've been tired about it, and you're aware of it, that you've been at a distance with it. You're aware that you've been at a distance with this. That's what it tells me. And you're not supposed to be upset. You're just supposed to fight for the balance. Don't let things upset you that have already fallen off. They're behind you for a reason. If they didn't make it, and it's at a distance, or it makes you feel like you're at a distance with it, it's probably trying to show you something. Hold on a second. Show me something else. You're going to move away from situations that don't work out, or just don't make you feel justified, or like the connection is working. That does want to show up. Some of you have been on the fence, and it's telling me with a work situation or a love situation, or both. Not sure if you want to move towards it or run away from it. That is your message. And while you're trying to stay independently focused and not too driven into the ground over a situation, stressed out, and hopefully that's also my health card right here. This is my health card. Make sure your health is at par, or you're paying attention to it. Because look at the other card. Sometimes you can't let things defeat you where it's going to knock you down so far back that it's going to affect your health. That's super important. You may need to hear that too. That's what I see so far for Gemini. Now we get the slippery bitch. Now we get the slippery tarot. Oh my God. Why did I pick that one? I mean, I like how they look. I'm not going to lie. And that they're waterproof, and that they'll probably never break. That's why I bought a bunch of them that a couple of them that are waterproof. I'm like, these cards don't fucking break. I don't have to keep fucking buying cards. I can just keep using these over there. I don't know about this one, though. And I hope they're not all this slippery. Try to splash me in the eye, me in the nose, in the cheek. All right. Whew. That other one's not going to be that good. I should have kept it in the freezer, but it would have froze. I like it super cold. It's so much better. Orange mango. Oh, I love it. Here we go. Okay. Some of you guys, I get like you feel on the hook with being able to figure out your destination or what you can create, your passions, what you want to be passionate about. You may feel kind of at a distance or longing to know, why do I feel that way? But then you give me the Chariot and the King of Swords. I also get the energy. Just be careful, because if you do, there's a couple things I get with that. If you do figure it out, just be careful with who you. I don't feel like everybody's going to be all that excited. And also, they're going to be people where they're going to, if somebody might hear something and they may give you a hard time. Preferably, if they were going to give you a hard time about something, prominent top row, air sign, water sign. Maybe a fire sign. I feel like it's more the top row, though. I don't feel like if somebody comes towards you or tries to upset you, you can be bothered by it. I feel like that's going to be the direction, or that's what you're supposed to amplify right now. Focus on what you're trying to figure out is your message. Here we go. Show me something for Gemini. What are you? Eight of Swords. Some of you have a little bit of anxiety, maybe a little bit of fear of starting over, or how to get your something about getting my footing or taking the risks in that direction. Okay? You think about it all the fucking time. You think about it more than somebody changes their underwear or ties their fucking shoes. If they fucking, go out, oh, I don't want to wear these shoes. I want to wear these shoes. I have to tie a different pair of shoes. And you know that you do. It tells me that you're very aware of that. Show me something else. I feel like you're trying to figure out what's going to make sense or how to make it. Does it feel right? You give me, does this feel right? Some of you, it's in a career you're in now. It almost makes me feel like you don't feel like you're progressing in the direction that you feel like you belong there for some of you. And you probably have only been there for a couple of years for whoever that's for, or moving up to that amount of time, whatever. Hold up. Did anything slide under there? Nope. I tried to. You fucking tried to. I saw that. Whatever this is trying to tell me about the career, it almost feels like you just didn't feel like the people around you really excited you, or it just felt tiring. You also may have felt like felt like unincluded, or hold on. You may not have trusted. So here we go. Two messages. You either could have been in a career situation where you felt like people you couldn't trust, or they felt like they couldn't trust you. Also get the energy too, where you might have said something to somebody that you couldn't, that you thought you could say something to that you shouldn't have. You give me that energy on the table. Emotionally, what's up? Celebrations, clarify it. So you might have been in a position where things were basically feeling like I get like I was drawing the short straw towards things I was passionate about. Now you're probably going to have to become that social butterfly, or be emotionally entertained, whatever direction you're going to bring stability, or how you're going to bring stability. I feel like you're still in that epiphany or that stage right now. I feel like you are. I feel like you don't know yet how to rein it in, or what you're going to do that makes sense. You're probably still a little undecided on that. Anything else for Gemini? Some of you, the answer is let it go and move on. You have the Eight of Cups, walk away. It's not worth the stress of the struggle. It is not worth it for some of you. Anything else? New beginning card, death card. Let it fall, because you know that you could probably do. I feel like you could achieve it on your own, or doing something else. And I feel like it's about figuring out who to connect with or who to speak with about it, and where to invest. You have I need to figure out what I'm going to invest in. I almost feel like Gemini's have been wanting to know. Gemini's like, tell me the future right now, motherfucker. Like, it's like, God damn, Gemini, back up. You come off like, I want to know it all. Yesterday. Not all of you, but a lot of you probably feel that way or been in that energy. If this makes any sense to you, then you'll understand that. If it doesn't, it ain't for you. Here we go. Decision time. Some of you may have had to make a decision on a purchase. I feel like the purchase, the answer was not this time. Some of you, if there was a purchase, I hope you didn't buy something and now you have buyer's remorse or regret. But some of you, the answer was if you were going to buy something, it probably wasn't the right time. Go to the bottom. I bet you, oh, I didn't expect that. Some of you also have felt like you've not focused on the things that could make you happy. You haven't, it tells me you haven't focused on them enough. There hasn't been enough. You've been kind of putting that to the cold. That feels like you need the heat, the passion of a situation to evolve, or the love. Oh, look at this. I know you need this new beginning. It's telling me you know that you need this. You ain't seen the work happen. You've been thinking about it though. I've been thinking about it. Not trying to be all stuck on it. Communication. What's going on with this? I almost feel like Gemini wants to figure out what their dreams are or what the reason is to be here is. Gemini, you give me like I need to know. I can't have clouded judgment. I've got to figure out everything, and I want to know it now. And it's probably because you don't want to be upset or you would like to stay productive. You give me I need to stay productive energy. That she just feels like I got to stay productive, and I got some of you. It's the fact that starting over. Nobody likes going into an area we're not sure of what's gonna happen. Anything else for Gemini? Let's go. Anything else for Gemini? What's the message for them? I want to see if we get anything else. Please don't hit the floor. What do you want me to say to Gemini? Finally. It's going to be a matter of opening up your consciousness and your awareness on what to trust. I'm done. One shuffle. What to trust. That's your message. That came up first. One shuffle. What to trust. All right. I feel like that's what you're going to have to really open yourself up to. And probably, let's see what you got. I don't feel like you would. Okay. I feel like some of you are becoming strong with knowing what to invest in, or it's almost like you're. I feel like you're trying to learn your next best move and which direction you're going to move or work with, run with the world card. How am I going to do this? So you may be trying to figure out how to take the world on, but also being available to love at the same time, or this is what your emotions have been feeling like lately. That is your reading, Gemini. That is what I have for Gemini. Fuck. I was like, don't drop. And then at the end, they dropped. I need some gloves dipped in honey or some shit. This would be a messy ass honey ass comb fucking reading. Oh my God. It's the sloppiest reading I think I've ever done. This is sloppier than Sloppy Joe's. Lady, you're scaring us. Sloppy Joe's. Extra sloppy. Lady, you're scaring us. I love Adam Sandler's movies. They make me laugh. The older ones especially. The newer ones, they're all right. But older ones are the shit. Okay. Ooh, what we got? Cancer up next. Cancer. Another. I also like Chris Farley. I love the part where they're like, "Who would eat 30 lunches?" And fucking Chris Farley's fat ass. God rest your soul. You were somebody I wish you lived longer and had a little bit healthier life and made it longer, because his comedy, it got me good. And then he just starts laughing And he's sitting at the back of like the side of the bus or some shit, eating fucking. He's got lunch boxes all around him and shit. His shit was good too. All right. I feel like they don't make movies like that anymore. I feel like they tried to in the early 2000s, but does anybody sit there in that energy with me that like they just could not keep up with like 80s fucking action, 90s comedy and action going into the 2000s? Like they tried to carry it, it worked for a little bit, but then it just fucking plateaued. It just died. Anyways, on to cancer. What do we got for cancer? What do you want to tell cancer? What's the future message for cancer? What do we got for them? Work. What do we got? Maybe. We'll see if it's work or what the frig it is. I'm not sure yet. But it's a working card or building card. What do we got? Oh my God, don't do this to me. Really? So you come off the table with work. Some of you maybe had a little bit of anxiety or I'm going to say anxiety or been a little worried. I don't want to say fear. I don't feel like you want to put fear in the same sentence for you. I feel like you don't like that. I don't know why, but I get like you wouldn't like that. Probably older than me. But it's like maybe a little anxiety that things are going to work out the way you were hoping. Might have been all the shit that you've seen that didn't work out. So you were struggling to see the things that could work out is what it's telling me. Some of you, this is telling me what's carried on. I'm giving you everything upright. Show me something else for cancer before I say anything. Let's do it. You only wanted to drop one or two? Some of you, your message is easy for me. This is not hard for me to read. Not at all. It makes me feel like some of you guys went into a situation where you might have wanted to invest in something, but the minute you thought about going towards the investment or recognizing or discovering the investment wasn't really suiting you or fighting for you or fulfilling your needs or wish fulfillments, the minute you discovered this, cancer, maybe the minute, the weeks, the ebbs and flows of your consciousness, I feel like you kept circling around this, I feel like you went from your consciousness, your intellect, but also the pit of your stomach, your emotions, and tried to connect everything at once. I feel like this is what might have happened in a relationship. I feel like you were focused on it until eventually you started to recognize, what the fuck, this isn't balancing out. When it comes to communication or love, it might have felt like it was just like it was never peaking. It was never really manifesting to your true soul or heart's desire. The Magician and the Lovers. So it might have made you feel like the Star card, Magician and the Lovers. If this isn't going to materialize, I'm not going to play with it. I feel like you felt like I can't be upset. I do feel like this was you trying to tell the world I'm not upset, but you were upset. I'm just going to fucking level with you. You were upset. It made you kind of stagnant. It's telling me you didn't want to move forward to any motherfucking celebrations. And no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You didn't. You were tired. This just makes me feel like I'm tired of trying to work with shit or even look at shit that just ends up being shit, garbage. It isn't my imagination. I need something to be exciting or change or grow. You give me like change, grow with me, not away from me or against me. And I'm sick of not being able to trust a motherfucking thing to work with. Look at your reading. I feel like you're over this now. I feel like you're over this. I feel like you've learned to trust. You know what? That part or that phase is over with. It's completed. And now I should probably try to work on the things that will bring in happiness or emotional value. Hold on. Anything else for cancer? Show me something for cancer, please. Show me their future. What's the future message? What do you want me to tell them? Not to stress about the things that emotionally felt like they weren't investing in you. And I feel like it made it easier if it didn't feel like it was investing in you for you to move on and not work with it, to be okay to be away from it, at a distance from it. Definitely at a motherfucking distance from it. Look at this. Not be heartbroken, upset, but be at a distance from it. Be fucking neutral. Not feel like you're hanging in. Not feel like you're unaware of what you're doing. Just staying unupset about it. Emotionally and trusting that balance. But now you're thinking about it, or how you've been kind of not really focused on love. I didn't have to tell you that before it came out. It's telling me you kind of just let it go away. Like, get away from me. Maybe got sick of waiting. I got sick of waiting, or I got sick of starting over. So I just left it alone. Energy. I had to leave it alone. I had to commit to trusting to leave it alone. Not go towards it. Not take you have a reading where it's like, I am not going towards you, bitch. I don't care if you got a Tic Tac in your mouth. You can eat the whole bottle. I don't want you coming near me. Your breath still stink. Kind of energy. Now you might not come off like that, but internally or psychically, that's the energy you're showing me on the table. Whether this is for you or not. Here we go. I like these cards. I'm not gonna lie. I knew I would. I was actually ready for these like on Wednesday. I was like, I'll read these. I could tell these cards I was gonna like to use. Here we go. Show me something else for Cancer, please. I was gonna keep them all upright, but I don't know. It's gotta feel like I need to. Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like in your future, you're going to start focusing on the right investments for yourself. And maybe that can be included with yourself. Something like that. This is probably something that's dawned on you already. Go to the bottom for 3. You're the first card out. Now you're getting a yes. And why are you getting a yes? Because you've kind of strengthened up your attitude. Maybe you've let go of the resistance of a situation, and now maybe you're ready to work with it or rush towards it or allow it to come towards you. Something of the sort. 3 cards upright. Ain't that something? Here we go. Show me something for Cancer. I feel like it's the right idea or motive or achievement. Something about this is the direction that's healthy or good for you. Other side of the deck, to build and work with. You'd be lying to me if you thought it ain't worth it. Because it is. Now you got the King of Pentacles. You went from the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. If you're willing to trust it and go in that direction. Jesus, Cancer. Just flow with it and move towards it. Accept it. I feel like that's what you're supposed to be looking forward for or getting ready for. Now, if you're still heartbroken, what's the message? If you're still heartbroken, it might take a little bit of time before you trust doing what I just said. I don't feel like the majority of you are heartbroken. And I feel like the majority of you have invested enough time into yourself or not fulfilling your cup or your wish fulfillment with your cup. And it's time to celebrate moving towards that emotional offer or love, accepting the opportunity and knowing that it's time to balance it out or go towards it. You give me this, I need to go towards this energy. I need to play with it. I need to be fascinated. Because ultimately, what could it bring in? The happiest card in the deck. Happiness. We're done. You're done. I'll give you one more. Some of you have tried not to be stressed out about getting the balance, but emotionally, that's what you want. It's what everybody wants. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Burns. I dare you. You've been trying to look away when all that made you discover is you resisting starting again. And now you're looking at starting again and not focused on the things you might have focused on other things that were priority, or you put priority over love. It's making me feel. It doesn't feel like you got stuck on a past person. I feel like the past didn't excite you, or what you've seen in the past made it easier to be at a like push things away from you. I need to push things away from you. I needed to trust myself, maybe take care of myself before I was willing to move towards anything, especially another body or person, suitor. This isn't going to be everybody's shit. Some of you cut ties with a lot of motherfucking people or emotionally just became unavailable with wanting to go in that direction or manifested for a while. Some of you needed a break because it was good for your mental health. Page of Wands, you were silent or you weren't speaking to a lover. You also weren't willing to trust starting again. I wasn't ready to start again, or I didn't know if I should. you were aware of this because it upset you. You gave it time to think about it, but you stayed at a distance with it before you recognized if you would even entertain it again, is your message. Let's see what we get, and hopefully the cards don't fall on the table. I'll give you the other deck. Here we go. All right. Oh, don't tell me that. I just finished Chinese at my favorite restaurant. Heading home soon. Drive safe. To catch Leo. I love Chinese food. It's my favorite food. God dang it. I'm going to get hungry. I love Chinese food. Oh, my God. Lo mein. It's not even like their real food. Like, we eat like the fat American version of Chinese food. They don't eat that shit. Some of them do if they're Americanized, but they don't eat that shit. They eat some healthy ass shit. Yeah, they eat some healthy shit, and some of them eat some wild ass shit. But a lot of nationalities eat fucking crazy shit. Other nationalities. Here we go. Shit I wouldn't eat. And I'm pretty open to shit. But when you're like, well, you want to try some fucking eyeballs? I'm like, bitch, no, get that fucking eyeballs or no, those cow balls. You can have fun. Swallow those cow nuts. Not for me. Nope. Enjoy the testicle juice. Like, no. Not happening. I'd probably get up and eat in the fucking corner. Like, fuck. Like, I'm just gonna go over here and pretend I didn't hear anything. I'm gonna sit by myself and I'm not even be fucking hungry. I'm gonna be sitting there drinking fucking Coca-Cola or Sprite, like pissed off that I can't eat because now I can think about, is that person fucking crunching down on a fucking cow? Anyway, that's a little exaggerated. But I probably wouldn't want to sit in front of them and watch them eat that shit. Like, bitch, this is not Fear Factor. That shit ended 20 years ago. Here we go. Ah, damn you. Are we already on Leo? Leo, Judgment, Discovering, the Hanged Man reverse. No, we're not on Leo. This is still Cancer. Fuck, this week's going to take a long time. This is still Cancer, not Leo. Shit. This is going to take a while. Let's see what we got. Judgment, Discovering, Hangman, 10. Obstacles. But what about these obstacles for Cancer? Show me something. It was easier to let things go and not be overwhelmed. Not be overwhelmed with the party of another person for a while. Some of you, this is for like this reading is the first reading where I strictly feel like it's a woman's read. Could be for some men. I'm going to say something strange. If you're a man, you could like the same gender. I don't know. I just feel that way. If it resonates for men, you may be not straight. Something like that is what I'm picking up. Whatever. We're not going to go into all detail like that. Here we go. What's this patience in the Emperor reversed all about? I feel like you became patient with wanting to go towards celebrations or love commitments. That's what it's telling me. Put the work and effort in them. I feel like you became patient with it. Patient. It just shows me at a distance with going towards it or investing in it. I don't think you're going to do that much longer. I feel like you're finally letting that go. I feel like the message here is it was probably something that felt like it made sense at the time. Nine of Wands. What's coming towards you? You have new beginnings showing up. If you're willing to play with it, is what it's telling me. Some of you guys are still getting over things that stressed you out of the past, it tells me too. Some of you are trying not to have that be your main focus. Some of you, it's about rushing towards situations or balance. So some of the things that you haven't even seen come towards you yet, playing with that energy. Give me something else for Cancer, please. It also tells me you let go of communication from either an earth, fire, or a water sign. You might have stopped speaking to all three or two of the three. Something fucking like that. You're not fucking speaking to them or working with them. You're not talking to them. They're not talking to you. You guys are far away. I feel like that investment's behind you. I feel like you are Where are you? Clarify your card. Where are you right now? Where are you? I feel like you're trying to invite the opportunity of acceptance, of allowing something to come towards you like an offer. I feel like you're at the crossroads of trying to allow the acceptance, and you came up first, of being emotionally available to move towards an offer coming towards you, or going towards it socially, entertaining it. Something about entertaining. Give me something else for Cancer. And this will only probably make sense if you ain't been dabbling or speaking to anybody. Like, if you haven't had anybody like that's sexting back and forth. You ain't talking to nobody. There ain't no passion here. And you know it. I feel like you're willing to go towards it because it's been a while since you've invested towards it. And it's about being, it's almost like, emotionally, you have not put a lot of effort in that area. And that is it. Are you starting to trust changing your mind or doing it? Give me clarification for Cancer, please. I'm going to tell you what I really see. Some of you still unsure, it tells me. Emotionally, you could be still unsure if you want to move towards it. It's like you're passionate about it and you're willing to it's almost like you want to endure it, but you're still not sure. You give me this, I'm still not sure if I want to build with it, if I should just work on my own. You have a back and forth conflicted energy when it comes to going towards emotional acceptance or building or trust with it. Emotionally, you're not sure if you want to go towards it or leave it alone, is what the cards are telling me. Why is that here? This is going to be to the person that you ain't talking to nobody at all. You're not in a communication. Platonically, of course, you could be with people, but beyond that. And you're still trying to work on trusting the development of what could transpire if you put the work and effort towards it. I feel like your message is you haven't decided to fight for it, and you're going to have to make a decision. I feel like your message is the only one that's kind of on the table more than everybody else's. I think it's like you got to make a decision. Do you want to move towards it, or do you want to stay alone? Here we go. Let me try to pick up these cards that are slippery as heck. Oh, these are going to be scrambled. Scrambled eggs. Here we go. Thanks for being here. Remember to hit that like button. Subscribe if you like the content. I appreciate it. Leo, in a minute. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, man. Leo, you get this little stubby. My fingers are freezing. It's time to put the heat on. Turn on. I'm going to aim that at me for a while. It won't take long. I'll get too hot and have to shut it off. Leo, what's your future message? Let's see what we get for you in a second. What's your future message? Leo. What's the future message for Leo? First card's out fast. Stability. I hope you're willing to put a lot of work and effort in because you're going to be needing to focus on it. Either you already started that or you will be focusing on building that up. Show me more. Show me more for Leo. Future message. Move your ass. I feel like you're going to move in that direction regardless. You're going to start doing it. I feel like some of you have already put your foot to pedal to the metal. Some of you are still getting there. Let's keep going. Leo, what's the message? You got the fucking build it bitch card. You better be Bob the Builder. I can't with you. Here we go. What do we got? Move in that direction. Don't let it just be your imagination. Build it. Build it and they will come kind of energy for Leo. Why are you standing still? You better start investing, motherfucker. All right, let's keep going. Now that I've kind of acted like a reread. Passion's on your mind. Learning could be on your mind. Commitment could be on your mind, while also trying to strengthen up all of it at once. You give me, I want to rush towards it all at once energy. I don't want to commit to any bullshit energy. I just want to put work and effort where it belongs. This is what shows up for you. I like this. Anything else for Leo? Leo, show me something for Leo. The future. Move, baby, move. Just nothing should be compelling you to slow down. Some of you feel like you've kind of hit, it could be like a milestone, or like you feel like maybe there's just been bumps in the road, or things haven't moved at the pace that you would like, kind of energy, whatever. What's going on socially with Leo, or what will be? Show me the social card and the energy around it. So socially, if you've been at a distance with building socially, I bet it's not for long. I bet you're going to start manifesting something, or something's going to start coming towards you. So either somebody's going to be intrigued by you, or you're going to be intrigued by them. Ha ha! Look what jumped on top of those two cards. Upright. Need I say more, Leo? Clarice. Here we go. Show me something for Leo. Now, if you're a Leo and you're still upset about the past isn't what you're supposed to be motivated or looking at. All the past is supposed to do is teach us and help us learn. Where are you emotionally? Emotionally, it tells me you may want to go towards love situations. What else? And you may want love, emotional. Leos want emotional connection and communication right now. And they know they don't want to be upset or lied to at the same time. They don't want any fucking burdens around them. They don't want to have to look over their fucking shoulder. They just want balance. No toxicity. Leos are like, fuck with that bullshit. I will not let it stick around. It's got to come at me right, or I will walk away, is what it tells me for Leo. Leos are in a very show me the money energy. Like put your money where the mouth is, or some shit like that. Kind of like that. Show me anything else for Leo. I'm gonna give it to you. King of Wands, more fire energy. Is that the judgment, or the disposal, or the emotional support you're respecting about yourself? Probably. Some of you are ready for a new beginning. Go to the bottom. What are they? Some of you have thought about the new beginning, but at the same time, what happens when you think about the new beginning? You may feel like you're at a distance with finding it. Trying not to stress about it, trying to trust going forward or discover it. And who's trying to do this? Next card is you. Because some of you may feel at a distance and be excited for the changes to evolve, the victories that you have not seen show up. I feel like you've been trying to be emotionally invested in not being stressed out, or worried about endings. And I don't feel like you're supposed to worry about endings. I feel like this card is, look at this. You're not supposed to worry about the past, like I already said, where you've been. I think you're supposed to just start getting ready to play with where you're going and justify or balance that out. Imagine it before it happens kind of energy. See yourself where you want to be. Be aware that that's probably the good thing. If you've been feeling stagnant with going towards situations or with communication, well, it's going to be time to make changes. Or it's time to make changes. Sacrifice. Some of you focused on independent energy, it's telling me, more than love situations. You've been more focusing on your prerogative more than going towards love, chasing it, or letting it come towards you. Like, you just don't give a shit kind of energy. It's kind of weird. We're going to keep going. I'll give you a little bit more, then we'll go to the other ones. I think I drank all this shit. I did. I got to open the other one. Okay. Let's go. Leo. What do we got for Leo? Yep. Why is that here? You're kind of in you're in like recovery mode or self. I feel like a lot of you are trying to find the direction, or be intrigued by it almost comes off like the proper direction. Like, where am I going? And does this make sense? And do I want to do this? Is this going to be the right investment? Hold on a second. Show me something for Leo. Show me something for Leo. The investment. And it's almost like you don't want to come off stressed out about this. Show me. Clarify anything you want to say. I don't know what it's going to be. I want it to come out. You think you've given it thought, but you try not to let it be the bother. You may have felt emotionally at a distance when it comes to love. If this is going to resonate, you have not really seen love sprout out of the ground for you. You know, nobody's jumping out the bushes, giving you a heart attack, telling you, I'm in love with you, kind of energy. Probably been a while since you've been passionate or opened up to somebody or worked with somebody in a love relationship as well. Put the work in. Might have kind of had the brakes on it. It feels like the brakes. No momentum. No go. No work. Party's over. And you can't lie about knowing you've been at a distance with it or that you haven't rushed towards it or it hasn't rushed towards you. And I feel like your message is it may be time to start investing towards this and manifesting this towards you because you feel at a distance from it. Some of you feel at a distance from it. And you know that this is true. You know that that's true. And it's not just about where you could be financially. It's about where you are in a love energy. Show me something for Leo. Anything else? Then we'll go into the slippery deck. Slippery. So some of you had to make a decision to let go of what? What did you have to let go of? Could have been... definitely could have been earth sign, fire sign, earth sign, fire sign, water sign. I don't feel like you felt like it was the right commitment or going to bring in stability and balance. So you don't connect with it. You're not emotionally. If it didn't show you emotional support or emotional value, Leos won't fucking put up with that for too long. They will fucking, Leo, here you are. Leo will look the other motherfucking way and focus on their own victories. Leos are too strong and proud for that bullshit. And they know that, the Tower card. Because Leos, at the end of the day, they want to be loved and give love the way that they would want love and happiness to come towards them. And they'll look at it and they'll know that over and over and over again. And they won't emotionally take anybody's fucked up judgments or abusive nature for too long. They'll cross you out. X, you're out. The game's over. They won't play with it. They'll leave your ass out in the cold because they'll recognize it's not balance and they deserve one thing: balance, just like anybody else. Here we go. Let's keep rolling. Now, I wasn't expecting to go into that with you, Leo, but that's how it wanted to come out. So that's how the cookie crumbles. All right. Let's keep going. Open up the prime. Don't drink it all on Leo, though. Here we go. Oh, shit. It's too slippery. It's pissing me off. Here we go. Why is the communication cards to start? What's up with this? Show me what the fuck that's about. Some of you are going to communicate, or some of you may want communication or the growth. You give me like I would like to see something develop in my life, something to build, and I don't want to have to look away from it or lack trusting it. I just want change, but it's got to. When is it going to start? Kind of energy is how you're wanting it to you want this. Leos are ready for like committed communication or honest relationships to happen. To it's almost like be real to me and I'll be real to you energy. And I feel like that's where Leo's at. Either sex, because at the end of the day, Leo would definitely play with it. Here we go. You would definitely play with it. You would definitely work with it or move towards it. I feel like it's just telling me how you are with people. Because I feel like you're tired of being stuck at distance or with situations that if you were willing to put work in or build with, that you got to let it go and not it upsets you. You're like, fuck that bullshit. if anybody tries to be like the judge, the jury on Leo, Leo was like, nah. We don't need that here. We need our own focus on us or what we want or what we see as what's healthy. You give me, I want things to be healthy, nurtured, respected. Show me something else with that King of Pentacles energy for Leo. And I know that I can trust it. You know that you can trust it. Leo knows they can trust that energy. Here we go. Now, I don't know why I'm going to say this, but I do feel like I need to say this, and I feel like I need to trust what I'm saying. So, this could be for some men, but it feels like a very little bitty portion. This feels like a lady. Some women are at that crossroads where things that upset them in the past and the passions that they've had opportunity with or didn't really get truth and clarity or stay focused on moving towards them, that's going to be what they start working on. Needing to or push forward towards. It feels like the ladies, and I feel like they know that that's the only thing that's stopping them from happiness is taking on that opportunity or chance. Show me something else. Maybe they've been focused on investing in the things closer to home, closer to their heart. But I feel like when it comes to being happy or knowing what they want to invest in, they've given this thought. I feel like they know they want to play with it. They want to see that work happen because they've been at an emotional distance from it. And now emotionally, they don't want to be there anymore. You've been at a distance from love or opening up emotionally, it's telling me, or creating the balance, or being exciting about it. And it tells me that you know it. It tells me that you may know it. What have you learned? You've learned that if it's not going to show up, that I'm not going to be emotionally upset or I'm not going to be clouded minded about it. And I just won't I won't tolerate energy. I'll focus on my own stability. That's what I've been doing for Leo. That could be woman and man, but it feels like the women are taking the reins on. It feels like the woman just took over my fucking reading. At one point, I felt like it was neutral. It doesn't feel neutral anymore. Why is the balance card on the table? Show me that. Because emotionally, it doesn't feel like things have shown up for you or come towards you to a way that is worth investing in. And you know that. Whatever your sex is, you've already seen that decision. I don't think the past excites you. You probably feel at a distance from it, and now you're just looking for growth. And you're probably at the point or crossroads where you're trusting, I got to start moving in a new direction or start over. Start over. This is what I see for Leo. I think it's going to be wise for you or compelling for you to fight for going in a direction or touching something you haven't really jumped towards. And it feels like emotionally it's taking on love opportunities or offers or working with them. You feel at a distance from it. Feel like they felt like too much of a burden to work with. You make me feel like now it's time to change your attitude or move. You also make me feel like you know that this is something that needs work. This makes me feel like you know it needs work because you haven't been letting the wheel spin. You kind of put like a rock under the wheel and stopped. Well, now it's time to start manifesting in that direction. Because it could bring in a solution that'll make you very happy. Love, love, love. We're done. That's what I got for Leo. God damn, it got hot in here. My legs are burning. All right. You don't give me like a pissed off at working with love. You just give me an uninvited or unintrigued energy towards it. And I can't explain why. I just feel that energy around Leo. It's kind of making me want to read more for you, but we're going to move on to Virgo. Maybe the next time. If it keeps showing up, I'll definitely go deeper next time. We're trying to clarify if I notice that, if I recall, but I don't know if I will. Virgo's turn. Virgo, baby. What's the message for Virgos? I almost said straight to the point for you. What's the message, the future message for Virgo? What's the future message for the zodiac sign of Virgo? What do you want to tell them? Some of you know that you've been at a distance. some of you have been at a distance socially or emotionally with investing towards anything of love right now, or for a minute. It feels like it's for a while. Been at a distance. It may be a while since you've, dealt with that other sign. Could have been a fuck. It's telling me so far. Definitely could have been a water sign. Hold on. I'm going to say water sign, air sign. Definitely water sign or air sign. It's what's winning on the table. The only other opportunity could be water sign, air sign, or fire. So it could be one of them. But here we go. Show me why. Show me why. Because you want to manifest things that aren't going to fuck with you. You give me, I'm not letting it fuck with me energy. I'm not going to let it play games with me. It's not going to manipulate me and then, or belittle me, treat me smaller than it kind of energy. What the hell? And you made up your mind. You could also be more intrigued with knowing it wasn't an investment that you could trust or work with. So you were better off at a distance, staying away from it, staying away from it, staying away from it, staying away from it kind of energy. Looking away and knowing that emotionally it wasn't right and it was better to cut ties with it. Start again. I feel like you've kind of been a little resistant with or hesitant. I get hesitant with going forward. You come across like I want love, but I don't know. I think about it, but then I think about, is it worth tackling? That's how you make me feel. Some of you are back and forth. Like it's like you want to invite it in, but you're still like, is it really gonna make sense right now to invest in it? Celebrations. So you may have had to walk away from a marriage or a situation when it came to communication or getting balance. We're going to clarify it by some jumpers. Jump. Heartbreaks, hardships. And I feel like it made it a little bit easier not to tackle going forward. You give me this, I want to move forward, but I haven't yet. Queen of Cups, emotionally at a distance. King of Swords, it's time you haven't talked to anybody or moved on. You haven't opened up yet. It's telling me for some of you. Some of you, if you started over, it might have been a start and stop. Because it doesn't show me like you jumped into something else and it worked. It doesn't show me that at all. It just shows me whatever didn't work, you're trying to just be okay with, but it hasn't let you emotionally dip your foot in the water again kind of energy. Go for the balance kind of energy. Emotionally, you could feel like that you've held back from taking the risks or the adventures or the new beginnings on. Something like that. We're going to give you more. I want to go more. This is just telling me what you've been through. I want to see what's going to come up for you. I'm going to ask again. That was the point of these cards. So we're going to try again. See if I can do it. Maybe, maybe not. What do we got? Hello, everyone. Future message. Virgo on the table here. Oh my God, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. It's like it's like a quarter of the deck. All right, so if you haven't seen excitement or if the past kind of was displeasing or unhonorable, you've discovered that. It tells me you're not working with it. You're starting not to stress about it, and emotionally you're wanting to start investing in love. You haven't worked with it. It's you kind of feel like you faded away from it, or you didn't want to get upset or worry. You might have felt like it wasn't just about getting upset, but focused on other things or recognizing, when am I going to make the time for that? I think you're going to start putting more time and effort in it. I'm going to tell you something strange. It could be from like 4 to 6 months from now. If you don't do it now, you're going to do it before the end of the year. Maybe towards the end of the summer, whatever. Queen. Some of you felt like you dealt with somebody who just wanted to get away with too much or manipulated you. It's telling me you're not with this person, or you feel like you definitely feel emotionally and mentally at a distance. You don't want to put work towards that anymore or even focus on it. Probably don't like talking to them or don't speak to them at all. Emotionally, they were draining. They felt like if somebody wasn't playing fair, somebody wasn't playing fair, so I had to let it go and move on energy. Show me what they're moving towards. What's coming up for them? Happiness, judgment, maybe a Capricorn, Maybe a water sign or just the power of change. Anything else? Truth and clarity. You're going to focus on your stability. Clarify anything else. Virgo's energy. What is it? You might have the opportunity to focus on the stability of your surroundings, but you may also have the outcome to focus on situations that'll make you happy. The only thing is, I feel like you're still kind of holding back. Clarify those two. Unsure if you want to communicate or participate with it. Y'all think about this. You're going to really kind of weigh the pros and cons if you'll move forward. Show me something about what's coming towards them or what they're moving towards. Move on. You've let go of the things that I feel like once made you feel at home. You don't stress about it. You're going to put a lot of work in starting over. I'm just going to start over, or I have to accept being strong enough to going into that direction and finding the solutions and victories for it. And the more you start to trust it, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be, I'm going to tell you, it could be 4 to 5 months from now. The more you start to trust that opportunity and not be emotionally at a distance from it, is when that opportunity of love that you start trusting brings that celebration in front of your eyes, Virgo. I don't feel like you feel defeated anymore. Some of you could have felt defeated with a Libra or an air sign. It's just telling me that. Or a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. At a distance with them emotionally. And physically, I don't feel like things are going to work out or magnify. No, because you don't like talking to them. Somebody doesn't like you don't like speaking to them, it tells me. Somebody's not feeling, it's almost like the person just is too problematic. Why? Because they weren't very emotionally open or focused. They made you feel like everything else was more important. It's telling me. The fuck? Everything else, instead of it being the two of you, it was more of my way or the highway bullshit. Fuck that. So I think you recognize I can't be stuck in this energy. I wanted to fix this at one time, but now I've learned that it's just upsetting me more that I hang in it. So why fight for something that's inevitably going to end? I think your words welcome out, and that's why you stop moving towards it. I feel like it made you really focus on what you can build. Some of you, if you've been struggling with where you can build, some roads take longer to get down. Some roads take longer to get down. Some of you may have had a harder time achieving what you want. And it feels like in a financial thing. I hope it isn't health related. I didn't really knock on health. It didn't feel like it. I hope it's not health. I wasn't really trying to focus on your health either. Here we go. If I kept seeing health cards reversed, I would have said something. Here we go. What's going on? Why is that here? Show me something for Virgo. Anything else that they need to see? I keep flying out right now. I'm going to tell you this. Some of you just kind of fell off the map. Fuck the bullshit. Some of you know it too. Some of you know emotionally you've been like, fuck the bullshit. When it comes to passion, desire, being equipped with going towards it, you are the most on the table. You're the winner today. You have won not being given a damn from letting your emotional. It's almost like you don't want to deal with relationships at all. You're okay with being okay, kind of energy. You might have had a real bad run out for the cards to come out like this. With whatever love situation you were in, give me something. Whatever you had to move away from. You had to let it go and accept it. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't providing the proper happiness that you deserved or standing strong. So it was cut away from you by the power, the opportunity of change. The ending was here. I think you got clarity about this. That it made more sense for you to let it go than stay invested in something that wasn't investing in you properly. I feel like you learned that it wasn't showing up for you the way you wanted. Fuck that. So emotionally, you had enough. So you said, I'm out of here. And I feel like it's made you kind of hold back on going towards moving. It kind of makes me feel like you're aware that you're stuck. Mentally not rushing towards a love situation or going towards balance or moving towards love. I just feel like it's love. Going towards love. Moving. You're moving towards stability and working towards stability more than love because it's what's showing up. You're committed to work more than love right now. It tells me. Fuck yeah, you are. Tell me you're not because it's saying you fucking are. Moving towards stability, bettering your own situations, not focused on love. You don't have love showing up at all. You would like it, but at the same time, you haven't seen anything that intrigues you to invest in. What is this? Some of you, it says you would like it. You would like to play with that energy or have that energy in front of you. Maybe you've reminisced about it, but you're not really jumping. You're not really looking down that telescope right now. I don't feel like you're doing that. Queen of Wands, your heart's invested in the opportunities that could be available, but I don't feel like you've moved towards it. I feel like you're working towards accepting when you'll move towards a new beginning and trusting when you can do that or when you should do that, something like that. Until then, you'll keep your eyes on the prize. And that's basically building your dreams, working towards your dreams. I want to see what this says. Yeah, I'm done. It's telling me your investments have been around everything but opening up towards a lover. Emotionally, you would like communication, but I don't think you've come down that road yet or come down that road yet. I feel like you're still awaiting the arrival. I feel like your focus is more on where you can go, and then it'll be about what can come with you or what I can get, what can balance out with me or what's worth working with, what's worth getting that balance I'm looking for with. You almost give me a not right now energy. Like I don't want to be bothered by it energy. I don't want to think about it energy. I do think about it, but I don't really communicate about it or emotionally open up towards it because whatever you dealt with was hard. This gives me, you might have dealt with a jerk. Somebody was a jerk or, they didn't like hearing the words no. So it made you want to invest in yourself and move forward and continue that work and make that fucking decision. This is what I got for you. You couldn't lie about what you saw or what wasn't showing you value. So you put your manifestations on the direction that was meant for you. This is what it's showing me. Because something was keeping you too upset. And emotionally, I don't think you wanted to deal with that upsetness. It wasn't your imagination. It was you seeing things were getting harder and harder and going in the wrong direction. That's what I got for you. I feel like you're going to just stay on being productive. You don't feel like you've completely shut the door on it, but it feels like the door is pretty closed. It feels like you're more accepting. It doesn't feel like you're trying to accept defeat. It just feels like you're accepting, like, yeah. You give me, like, what's the point energy? Like, what the fuck's the point of it? Why should I deal with love? What is the point? Judgment and love reversed. And not really, I don't feel like you want truth and clarity on getting, like, rushing towards it right now or fighting for it. You come off at a distance or not taking the risks. With love, I'm done. This is what I see for you. It may not be everybody's, but that's what's showing up. God damn. Okay. All right. I don't think I gave you. Did I give you both decks? I have no fucking clue. Anybody still watching? Plenty of people are watching. Wrong lighter. That won't happen again. I don't like this fucking lighter. This thing had a sticker on it. I ripped it off. It's like super. Maybe I need the stickiness. The fucking stupid slippery cards will stay in my fucking hands. It's been sitting in my room for a while because I ripped the sticker off and it made it so fucking sticky. I'm like, oh, I ruined this thing. Here we go. I did give you both cards. All right, so we're on Libra. Thank you. I just did it backwards then. All right, here we go. We're good. I'm gonna do it the. No, I'll stick with the way I was going originally. Libra. What's your future message, Libra? Let's see what we get. Hopefully it makes sense in the future for you. What's here for Libra? The future message. What's the future message for Libra? Trust. You better trust. I want to throw this at you. Like, you better trust, motherfucker. Leo said trust. You better trust something. Maybe new beginnings. I like doing that every once in a while, I've noticed. I like ripping from the top and the bottom. Sometimes it just feels very right. Here we go. What else do they need to see? You need to trust new beginnings and putting work towards them. Something this doesn't make. I never feel like a work card, but this is something about you gotta. That 4 feels like it's the stability of honoring the opportunities that could be present or available. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do feel like if you've been at a distance from it, from putting that work towards it, it's time to trust doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be afraid of, but if you've been at a distance, like I said, it's time not to be at a distance anymore. It's time to move forward because I don't feel like you've been moving in that direction. And I feel like it's time to start breaking free of that, Libra, because it's telling me you haven't moved out of that energy. Go to the bottom for 4. You might have been investing in yourself more than focusing on passions. The past may have really upset you or stressed you out. So you focus most on investments or yourself. You come off. I didn't want to be emotionally bothered or drained or upset about endings. Something about endings, whatever didn't work out kind of energy. I feel like you said deuces to it and you just moved on. But you kind of let your happiness go down, plateau. And I don't think you should have done that. At the end of the day, I feel like you deserve love like anybody else. And what are you putting yourself out in the cold for? Invite the power of change and belief in yourself. And don't be afraid to take the risks. Something about take the fucking risks. Here we go. Because it's worth love and you deserve love. Somebody needs to fucking hear that. Somebody definitely needs to fucking hear that because they know they're fucking not putting the effort or the communication on the fucking table. I'm getting pissed off. Don't make me mad at you for you. Like I feel like that's what you're trying to do here. And I feel like I feel like you're more than aware and 2 shuffles. Didn't see that first, but you fucking know it. The Empress looking. Are you looking at the? Are you recognizing it? Because I think you're starting to see things for what they are. Knowing that there's been silence, there's been no pleasure, there's been no fighting for emotional connection. It's been cut away from you. It's been the outcome you've kind of accepted. But emotionally, has it made you that emotionally happy in a direction to move towards? You tell me. Or has it just made things feel like, well, shit, I let the last thing upset me instead of moving on to the next best thing or playing with it? Because that's what it's fucking saying. Focus on the victories and be strong enough to trust that. Even if it's only in your imagination for a while, you can make that the stability that you didn't see coming towards you. Some of you tried to be patient for too long or tried to not be upset with shit that you put at a distance. Some things needed to be at a distance from you, but you should never put yourself at a distance from shit that could come towards you or you could go towards. That is what's supposed to manifest in your life or supposed to show up for you. And it's a matter of knowing if you can trust it or if you're willing to make that fucking decision. If you're aware enough to recognize, what am I keeping myself stuck for? You know what? That's going to be on you. Some of you dealt with a lying asshole. You did. This is a lying asshole. That it didn't work out, so it made it easier not to commit towards situations or hold off. Some of you didn't trust them as far as you could throw them. Kind of energy. I don't feel like it made you. This just makes me feel like it. These 2 cards make me feel like it didn't sit fucking easy with you. So you focused on not stressing about it, not looking at it. You thought about it for a while. It may have even made you, every time you thought about it, go distant, kind of cut off the opportunities to move towards. You almost come off like I felt like unintrigued with opening up towards love again, or taking on that responsibility all over again. Something like that for you, conquering it, embracing it, something like that. That may not be. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of you kind of might be going to have went through that, and I don't think I'm picking up you're happily married energy, unless that shit's falling apart really fucking fast, faster than I can roll my eyes and shit. All right, what else is here? What else is here? I don't know. I just got the energy. They could have been another earth sign or fire sign. I felt like a Leo for some reason. Whatever. Here we go. You didn't trust somebody. Maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I don't fucking know. Death card. No renewal here. There's no renewal energy here. Why is this? Show me that before I say anything to them. Explain that to Libra. I feel like emotionally you were hoping to see something different in the last outcome. Could be a woman's reading. Could definitely be a woman's reading. Hoping for something to be different with this man than it was. But you didn't end up getting that security of the happiness. You ended up moving away from it. Once you did, and you tried to honor yourself or go in a new direction, totally new direction, and leave it behind, what happened? What happened? I feel like you started to feel like you learned that it was better not to emotionally be, invested for a while. You come up like I stayed away from love. And you know that you might have stayed away from what? Look at the next two cards. The investment of love, the investment of going towards it, or I'm done building with it. It's almost like you didn't want to stress about it. You didn't want to put the work or effort towards it. It's telling me unintrigued, almost like unbothered. Libra, here you are. What's behind you? Some of you were thinking about starting to play with it again, but then you discovered, I don't think it's right. I want to do this, or you might not have been ready. Something about it, you might not have been ready to move towards it. Or maybe this is what you're supposed to trust and start focusing on. Something that you weren't willing to work with or build with. I feel like this is what you're supposed to start looking at. Go to the bottom. The Judgment is reversed, the Fool, because it tells me that it's almost like you know you want it, but you haven't given it the opportunity. Emotionally, you want balance, it says, and happiness. Balance, happiness, but you haven't really put yourself in that direction for it to be exposed or available. You haven't become available for it or created the balance, it's saying. You become at a distance, emotionally opening up or trusting it. I feel like trusting it completely. But you do hold the card of emotionally still being tied or wanting an investment. You still want that cup to be offered, or would like to either give a cup or receive a cup kind of energy. Could have been hurt by air sign, fire sign, whatever. You moved away from that. Definitely, I got to show you. Could have been hurt by an air sign, fire sign. That whatever you were trying to work with, you ended up moving away from. And an air sign, fire sign. That's why I had to show you. When I said air sign, fire sign, I had 3. The next was air and fire again. I'm showing you. Look at air. Maybe it was a matter of trusting or not being stuck with this air sign, fire sign, whoever the fuck it was. And representing that emotionally, you can get that wish fulfillment of love. I feel like you've got to pick up the communication. I feel like you've walked away from situations if you've not entertained one for a while, or you haven't moved towards it. I feel like now you're going to start recognizing I need to move towards it. Not just think about what I should have done or could do. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. No. I feel like you know that it's time. Emotionally, I feel like you know that it's time to put the effort towards that. That's how your reading's coming out. That's what I got for you. Okay. We'll give you the other tarot deck. So we get blue, brown. This is going to be a longer reading than I expected, but that's all right. It's been a while since I've been out here. How's everybody doing? You all hanging in there? Y'all being good in the crowd? I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here, subscribing, and liking the channel. Damn, that is powerful. I can't even drink these as fast as Red Bull. Probably like 100 more grams of sugar or some crazy ass shit. Here we go. I should look into that. Oh. Libra. Future message or whatever needs to be said. I'm done. It's just going to tell me a little bit of what I already told you. You ready? Move towards love. Feels like there's been a lack energy or a lack of trusting going towards it. Emotionally at a distance from it. Trying not to be stressed out about it, but knowing you need to change. But haven't really started picking up with the communication yet. Or emotionally feeling like it's worth the investment is how your read showing up. It's a lack of trusting it. Trusting that it's gonna be real or really invite you in and make you at peace in a love situation. I feel like don't do that. Don't do it. I'm gonna talk to you like I got to stop that kind of energy. Balance it out. I feel like security is something you focus on. Security, maybe your wealth, prosperity. I feel like you've sat with that decision. Oh my Lord, I caught him that time. The past may have showed you a situation where it made it easier to accept not going forward. It makes me feel like with communication. And I don't think that's fair to you or anybody. Might have put you at a halt. I'm going to tell you with love, but let's see what the next card is. With building towards what? I don't know. Whatever you were building towards, it seems like you had to let go. You got truth and clarity. It wasn't fighting for you, or it wasn't the correct direction. So the communication stopped, or it wasn't the right outcome, or you felt like you couldn't trust it. Moving for something, but I couldn't trust it. Why couldn't you trust it? Some of you, they might have cheated on you. Whatever. That just flipped up upright. I'm done. I am done. I said, did they do something behind your back? Or were you worried that they were doing something behind your back? Where's the fucking communication? Because I don't see much of that shit on the table. Oh, there it is. The next card. There's no fucking communication. We're done. We're done here. And I feel like you learned to trust yourself. But you got to learn to trust yourself on new beginnings. It's almost like you gotta scratch that itch. You gotta become aware that that's what's good for you. Don't leave it up to just being stuck in your imagination. Run towards that. Run towards the things that can bring in the happiness that you deserve. And I think you know that it is something you've been holding back from for too long. Emotionally, why? So emotionally, you may come off like, I don't know if there's somebody out there that's going to match me. But I feel like that you only tell yourself that or emotionally feel connected like that when you shouldn't be focused on it. It should only be the victories ahead of you. That's how you show me you. I feel like you've learned a lot, but I feel like you still hold back from going forward with building. Because it's almost like you don't want everything to fucking be hard again. Or you don't want to have to look over your shoulder or wonder if it's going to fall apart. You don't want to be stressed out. And I don't think it's a matter of being stressed out. I think it's a matter of being strong about opening up to a direction you've kind of shut the door on, not worked with. I'm done. Page of Pentacles, not put energy into work or emotional energy into it. You can put a lot of work and energy into your own shit. But at the same time, you know what you're at a distance with. It feels like it's love. I'm telling you, moving towards new, either starting over or manifesting, being patient, the Hangman. Let's see what you get. New beginnings. It's almost like you don't want to be upset again. And there you are when it comes to going rejoicing in celebration. It's almost like you know that. It's almost like you don't want to be duped. You give me this, I don't want to be duped. I don't want to be heartbroken or see a celebration start just to feel conflicted, like the love started and stopped. Like it never was the right investment all over again. Why would I move towards that? I feel like the Emperor is here to remind you that risks are necessary, but you've got to be aware of it and discover that that's what's good for you to bring balance in your life. I really enjoyed how that ended. I really liked how that just went because I feel like that made a lot of sense. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Okay. Let's keep going. Anything else for Libra before we move on? 215 at Libra. Oh, my Lord. Anything else for Libra? You're the card staring at me. I'm definitely giving you these cards. And I'm going to give you this one that I can't see and that one at the end. This is the first card. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is how we're going to play it. second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So you come off where you know that you've kind of been at a distance with going towards opportunities. It's like you haven't let it bother you mentally. You've just kind of walked away, been off scene with it. But emotionally, it is a wish fulfillment. And I really like how this guy's got like pink clothes. I don't know why I'm attracted to the pink on him. That's probably the coolest looking page of cups I have. But the Hangman and Temperance. I feel like you're starting to see that you've been at a distance from the situation, inviting it in, love in again for too long. There could be something stopping it, or you just could be stopping yourself. The Chariot's reversed and the Nine of Cups. I feel like emotional wish fulfillment and you being able to just trust going after it's going to make sense for you to go after. Life is about moving on and not worrying about where we've been or what didn't work out. You just got to let shit go sometimes and move in a direction. Whether you know what's going to happen or you don't. And we can't pretend like the things that upset you weren't a big part of why you didn't move forward, because that's what the tarot was telling me. Can't pretend. No pretending here. It's telling me exactly that every time you wanted to invest or see the investment shine, you might have felt emotionally at a distance or at a disadvantage with the situation. So it was easy to hold back from it, not work with it, not emotionally get stuck with nothing working out again. So it made it easier to not focus on it. And I feel like your message is focus on it. Focus on knowing that you should focus on. Hold up. Libra, show them. Out in the cold with what? Communication, people, outcomes, emotional. It's almost like you cut away from everything that could be emotionally tied down. Anything that could tie you down, you put that shit under that 1,000 fucking pound rock boulder. And ain't nobody lifting that bitch up. Superman got a hernia trying to lift that bitch up kind of energy. And you know that that's what you wanted to trust for a while. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I don't feel like that's where your heart's at. I feel like mentally you're starting to come at a distance with it, and you're knowing you need to get out of that energy and start communicating or opening up and just make the decision to get out of that energy. Because you want passion. You think about it, and you know you want a new beginning. But you ain't gonna go play with somebody who did you wrong, because you know that wouldn't make sense. You give me this, I won't go backwards energy because that person hurt me, and it wouldn't make sense to give them another opportunity. Hell no. But you do need to kind of get yourself out there, because it tells me you're not, and it's time to make the changes, the sacrifices, and be emotionally available for it. Because you've been at a distance. I don't know who this is fucking for, but somebody's been at a distance towards love or accepting going after it. Not fighting for it. Death card, love. And I feel like the message is what's done is done. Whatever's happened with the Strength card, the Six of Cups, the Empress before that, whatever you've learned, the Hierophant before that, it's behind you. Let something be renewed within inside of you and within inside of what it has happened to be excited about the next best venture in your life, your love life, especially. That's what I see for Libra. Damn. I feel like Libra's fucking hate me right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I feel like Billy Madison at the girl store. Keeps coming back to the door, fucking saying a bunch of dumb shit. Here we go. Anyways, if that's what you're going through, Libra, shit. Or if that's what you went through, show me something for them. I was gonna move on. Show me something for Libra. I might switch the decks up. I don't know. Let's see what this card is. Why? You're at a distance with opening up to communication or emotionally investing in situations. And I think a lot of it is what you dealt with in the past. It made it harder to want to recognize if I should even trust moving forward or believe that emotionally it's available. Sometimes the change that you can't see is the change you need to see, the action you need to take. Because if you're staying away from it, it's also blocking your happiness from being entering or playing with. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you can be hurt. But you can't stop creating towards other things or better decisions that'll make sense to you, Libra, that are worth working or building. But look at this. Let your soul start taking course of action. Let your feelings outweigh your logic. Don't forget to be logical, but let your feelings recognize, bring your emotions and your logic together, and then see where they meet. I don't know why I'm going to tell you like that, but I feel like that's what's going to make sense for a Libra. I don't get it, but I do kind of get it because I know myself a little bit, and sometimes I can let my emotions get more of me than my logic. But sometimes you've got to pay attention to both and see how powerful you can become when you align both correctly. Whatever. It feels like I need to say that. Anyways, that's what I have for Libra. God damn, it got warm in here. All right. Scorpio. Scorpios. What's your future message, Scorpio? Oh, we're going to shuffle a little different for you. Let's see how that goes. And now we'll shuffle in the hands. Scorpio, what's your future message? Scorpio, what's your future message? I feel like you're going to be focused on emotional fulfillment. Why else is that here? You may need to be... I almost get an energy where if emotional fulfillment is something that you want to see come together or work, don't let it deplete or don't get too far away from it. I almost feel like you put a lot of work and effort in something. If it's not showing up or it's not engaging or it's not inviting all the social environment as much to the existence you would like, don't give up. You know what I mean? I feel like you might be working towards other things right now or started working towards something else. If something feels like it's not, showing down, I just would tell you to keep putting the effort in. I don't know why, but I feel like you need to keep putting the effort in. Hold up. Show me what wants to show up. Right here in reverse. You don't come off like you want to be bothered with situations that emotionally feel like they're gonna waste your time. You feel so at a fuck you, like I'm not being put at a disadvantage, and I'm trusting the fuck out of it kind of energy. You come off like, nope, I won't talk to you, I won't look at you, I won't think about you, I won't take action towards you. I will not do a goddamn thing. There is no victory or emotional baggage with this. Scorpios, you come off very strong. I'm just gonna leave you with strong on the table. Go to the bottom. Because it's like you need to see things change before you would let something come towards you, especially with things you've seen that you didn't trust. Wow. That eventually made you distant or unhappy. Some of you are very aware of that. You got 3. The Judgment, 3 of Pentacles, and some of you recognize not everything's gonna make it on the table with me. Not everything's going forward with me. I don't feel like you were gonna let anything rock your insight, your wisdom, your knowing. I feel like if something came towards you that you didn't really appreciate, you cut away from it. If you recognized, it's not as pretty as it looks, I think you just said it, you accepted it to be behind you and you're just trying to propel forward. You have a lot of passion and creative nature. I feel like you have a lot of things you want to invest in or see the investment flourish. That's how you're coming off. Some of you are starting to take risks, or if you're single, it might be wise to take risks towards new beginnings, especially if you haven't put the effort towards love. Some of you need to hear that. Some of you Scorpios, if you have not put the effort towards love, or you've been at emotional distance with balancing that out, emotionally at a distance, it's time to forget about where you're at and put the work in. Put that work in like you're putting work in everywhere else. Make the decision because it could bring something beautiful to you that you don't even see coming towards you. Don't stress about it. Just trust the opportunity that could show up for you, Scorpio. I feel like I got to tell you, if you're a single Scorpio and you are not on hooked on love, you should be focusing on what you're not focusing on, because it may just be at your fucking door the next minute. Maybe not fucking tomorrow when you call fucking, I don't know, Five Guys, Domino's, or if you eat fucking Panera Bread, whatever the fuck you eat, Starbucks, whatever the fuck you like, a Panani, whatever the fuck. I'm telling you, I feel like you're going to discover that something could come close to you. I feel like you're working towards something, but something else wants to show up. It's almost like if you're very single, love could be wanting to be the thing that shows up for you. And I'm going to show you the card that stuck out at me. Could bring a lot of happiness towards you. I feel like that's what you're. It's almost like you're focused on everything else other than that. You have a strong drive and motivation. It makes me feel like, and some of you might have felt like it's just like, why aren't things moving as fast? You give me a Leo vibe, like, why aren't things moving as fast as I want them to? Oh my God, the Hangman and the Knight of Cups. Some of you it's with love or just situations in general. Shit. Here we go. Action. You got to take action. You got to take the risks. Start the new beginnings. Now, why is the 5 here? Clarify the 5. You might have felt at a distance. What do you feel at a distance with? Show me what they feel at a distance with. Some of you, it's with a fire sign, the work, with a fire sign, earth sign, or an air sign, or getting truth and clarity with a situation. Some of you had to cut ties. It's telling me you had to end situations, become stronger than the situations that you. It makes me feel like you felt like you weren't being emotionally valued. You give me, if you don't emotionally value, I'll let you go, because I know at the end of the day I can focus on my happiness. I can continue to learn and prosper. You have this strong, I'm action oriented. Nothing's going to stop me, and I'll move on. You know what I'm saying? Energy. And you know that you can trust it, bottom of the deck. Fuck. You coming off like fucking more fiery than a motherfucking Leo right now. Like, you coming off hot. You might have also had people you knew you needed to say, get the fuck out of here. Emotionally, where you at? Some of you emotionally have accepted doing things or getting balance without focusing on the past or worrying about balance towards the new beginnings or celebrations. I feel like if you haven't put the work towards it, emotionally, it's telling me you've trusted that your heart's recognizing it might not be the investment I want to focus on. I want to focus on other investments. I don't want to be bothered with the outcomes or victories of love situations, or be left out in the cold, or chase that direction, or even pay attention. You give me this, I don't want to pay attention to it energy, or be upset energy. I don't want to communicate with anything that's going to upset me. I want it at a distance, big time. I want to play with things that are going to make me feel happy, not bothered, not bothered. This is how I feel you've been feeling. You don't want to be bothered. And if it's a love situation, we're going to clarify a card. I want to see what comes out for you. What's this all about? Explain the future. Show me something for them. What is the message here? Show me the message for the 2 of Cups. This is Scorpio's energy. What do you got? Who's first? So you may not see the investment. You may be at a distance with being available to the passion or the excitement or the exposure of it right now. See what happens. You are at a distance, it says, but you're not going to stay there forever. This tells me you won't stay there forever. It's going to be about the power of manifesting, making the decision to go towards something you may not be investing in. And it looks like it doesn't mean you have to be down in the dumps, but look what I think it is. And look what the fucking tarot tells you. What I just told you, love. I love these cards, by the way. I love them. And it's telling me you're not putting the work in towards love. Fuck. It ain't my imagination. I don't think it's your imagination. I think you've become unfascinated or emotionally entertaining. Love, 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 love. We're done. We're done here. Maybe a guy. Maybe you know what the fuck I'm saying. This is upright, but it was reversed. I'm going to show you how it came out. Not stressing about it. Not lying about it. Investing in your own shit. You know what? Not wanting any piles of bag of shit coming at your door. You don't want to step in a bag of shit that's on fire at your door. You're like, no, the fuck I won't. You'll go pull that person by the ear and say, step on it, bitch. I saw you in the bushes. Here we go. Look at this shit. I feel like you're not going to let anything upset you for a little while. I feel like you're not going to be stressed out. You're just going to focus on what you can create. And I feel like you've been in this energy for a hot fucking minute. That's what I got for you. What? I feel like I couldn't talk fast enough for you. Like I just had to keep going. Maybe it's the fucking energy drink. It's probably the energy drink. What the fuck am I talking about? It's probably the energy drink. Did I give you guys these? I can't remember. On what? On what? You're very, very, very stability oriented. And I almost feel like, yeah, hell yeah. And I look down and I'm glad I said that because I'm going to show you the next two cards you get. Emotionally, every time you put energy or thought in, I don't feel like it's about the passion or excitement or what will be unveiled in a love situation. I feel like you just naturally accept what happens to happen. And I feel like a lot of you Scorpios resonate with that, whether you're in a relationship or fucking not. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is what I think fascinates you right now. That's what I feel like fascinates you. And I feel like you've kind of been humbled by knowing that's what you want and made a focus on other areas or been at a distance with it. Don't stop playing with what you want. Even if it's taking longer to show up than you want it. Those new beginnings can still show up. Even if it's taking longer than you want it to show up. Like I said, even if it seems like that hard work isn't showing up like you want. Make the decision to keep putting that work in. Keep fucking playing with it. This is what I've got for you, Scorpio. Holy shit. Bueller. Here we go. Anything else for Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? Quickly. Balance. Why do you have... Oh, caught him again. You fucking jump like a fucking squirrel is chasing a nut in a tree. Jesus Christ. Man, these are mad. I wish you guys... I almost want to tell somebody to buy these so they can see, like how the fuck did he manage to shuffle those so many times? I can't hold these things to save my life. You would know if you had these cards. God damn. And I just don't get it. I think they just made them too fucking thin, like razor thin. And the material, they're almost like silk. Like fuck. Like I have silk pillows. And I fucking hate that. Like they always try to like fucking just take off on you. I have silk pillow covers. I like that. I don't really like that, but I like that. All right. So you got balance, the Emperor, the World, and the Nine of Wands. Why do you have that, and why is that here? Let's see what you get. I want to see why. It's almost as if there could be somebody's not entertaining a relationship or even bothered by focusing on it. This could be a girl, but or a woman, I should say. This feels like a man. I'm gonna say what I'm feeling. This feels like a fucking guy. Like he's just not. It just doesn't excite him, intrigue him. It's not his focus. Scorpio guy. You got balance. You got the Emperor reversed. The World. Then the World's with the woman. But then there's the guy looking at it, not working with it. Then there's another man with stability. Stability is the action he's focused on more than trusting. A new beginning is what it's showing me. It keeps going woman, man, and it feels like I'm supposed to focus on the guy. And my stomach just got upset for some reason. Maybe it's too much fucking energy drink. Could have stomach issues, whether you're a woman or a man. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Oh, I can feel like a tightening or like a. Oh, I hope you don't have like cramps, real bad cramps, or I'm not gonna say indigestion because that would be up higher. Oh, it feels like it's in my intestines. You might have like. I hope you don't have any bowel problems or bladder problems. It feels like bladder or bowel. We're done. All right. The Judgment. It's almost like they're just not willing to put the effort or fight for love situations. They feel at a distance with it. They don't trust it. They don't really want to even move towards it. Emotionally, when it comes to going towards communication or emotionally being available, they focus on other things that their imagination sees victories towards versus love. This is for somebody. They focus on their career or rescuing them, like a situation, maybe becoming their own boss kind of energy, something like that. That's what they focus on. So somebody gives me the energy. They feel like love isn't the investment. Feels like a guy. It's not the investment, or it's bullshit to even put work and effort towards it. I'll fancy myself or work on myself. I'll mostly be available for me. I'm not going to chase or run into situations. I know how I feel about that. I don't really have the patience or care to do that. Whoever the fuck this is for. Three of Cups reversed. They're not entertaining it at all. Love. They're not willing to entertain love. Next. They're not. It's like if they were offered it, they would be at a distance, or they're aware that if it came towards them, they'd be like, no, I'm okay. Made my decision. That's kind of not what I want to play with, kind of energy. They would talk to the person, but they wouldn't put the work and effort in, and they fucking know they wouldn't. They know they wouldn't really be. There would be no disguise that they're not moving forward in that direction or trying to manifest that opportunity because they're looking at other opportunities. I don't know. That's what I've got. Oh, here we go. Go to the bathroom. I don't have to go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. I would have said, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. But thank you. I appreciate your concern. I don't even know who said that. Who said that? Who said it? What'd you say? No, I don't know who said it. Oh, Nermina. Don't worry about it. You're good. I appreciate your comment, but no, I don't gotta pee or poo. I don't gotta pee or poo. Here we go. Sagittarius. What is the message for you? What is the future message for you? Show me something for their future. Show me the message for Sagittarius' future. What we got for you? I will tell you I like shuffling them on the table because I'm not afraid to bend them and rolling them like all the other ones. Some of you Sagittarius could be focused on a lot of victories. It's almost like you're fascinated with being very independent. Some of you give me the energy that you're not emotionally upset, but you are withdrawn. You give me that you are withdrawn. Some of you might have dealt with too many chaotic problems. I almost feel like when it came with the communication or the lack of it, you just accept it. You give me, I had to accept this energy. The little bits of, you kind of give me breadcrumb and coming and going energy around you that you could not fucking trust. So you had to move away from it. You fucking knew this too, that it had to go. It wasn't for you. It wasn't providing the happiness or the prosperity, that effort, the love, the support. Fuck. I don't think it was your imagination. I think it was you seeing something unhealthy. So socially, you said, you know what? I'm working with a situation that doesn't want to work with me. So I need to let it go and start over. This just makes me feel like you recognized it, that you had to trust in building in yourself and not be committed to the past or stuck or be upset about it. Just provide balance in your life and go in that direction. Definitely a new beginning for you. And move in that, propel your ass in that energy. Some of you also stop communicating to this person, whoever it is. You've lost patience with them or you're at a distance from them. Something about patience or distance. You're not playing with them. The decision's been made. You're looking for new beginnings and opportunities to arise in your favor. That's what you want to balance out. And celebrations, you would commit. It tells me you would commit. It's telling me you would commit. But right now, it's not the main focus. Your stability is your main focus before anything comes towards you. That's what I'm seeing for Sagittarius. Thank you for the super chat. I want to know what it is. Your heart's open. Your heart is open. You're aware that your heart is open or ready to go in a new direction. You're ready to manifest something beautiful, but at the same time, you haven't found it. The Knight of Swords reversed, the King of Wands. You think about it, but you're still at the pearly gates of finding it. You still haven't identified it yet, or you might even be not ready to sacrifice emotionally opening up to it yet. You might be on the crossroads of back and forth with if you want to do that again. Whatever you dealt with, I feel like you overcame something about I overcame all of it. You give me an overcoming energy, or I'm going to overcome all my problems, something like that. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to keep putting the work in. I'm going to achieve the happiness, the judgment, the outcome I want. Even if I'm emotionally at a distance, and it does upset me a little bit mentally from here and there, I don't emotionally get stuck on the love burdens. I'm more action oriented, even if the action's not showing up like I'd like for it to show up in love. Even if I'm not getting the balance, even if I feel away from it, something about away from it. I'm done. The opposite side of the deck, away from it. It's probably the energy drink. I think it's fucking my stomach. It's telling me you know that you feel at a distance with love situations, or the next best thing in your life. I feel like you've learned that if things have to be at a distance, then I just have to be okay with it. I consider that your card. I just have to look at it for what it is, recognize it's not here, and not let it fold me. You give me this, it's not going to fold me energy. It ended for a reason. Strength card, and now it's part of my past, and I have to accept it. Something like that for you. Let's keep rolling. Show me the future. Show me the future. You got endurance. Make sure you going with a lot of strength towards your future, because I think it took a lot of the past took a lot of strength to walk away or let things be what they're going to be. Accept. I feel like it took a lot, and I think you accepted it. I think you discovered that was the right journey, or the right way to go. Hold up. Show me their future. You had to cut out a situation, look away from a situation because you knew it wasn't for you. The victory wasn't there. Where are you going? You're going to find a new love. You're going to find a new love that you communicate. Could be an air or water sign, by the way. Let's go to the bottom and see if you get another upright card. Nope. Could have been a water. Oh, fuck. Could have been a water, air sign, or earth sign that the celebration didn't make it to the full distance. It died before you could get what you wanted, and that was balance. That was balance. You felt at a distance from it. You felt like the trust was breached. I feel like you learned a lesson that you won't let things upset you when it comes to being happy. You might have felt emotionally boxed in, and now emotionally, I feel like you're not focused on that anymore. I feel like the world's making you move towards being patient and strong about recognizing when social things are meant to happen, I'll be ready. But I have truth and clarity right now that if they're not in front of me, I'm not really worried about the new beginning. You give me, I'm not worried about the next risk or the next adventure or when it's going to happen. You come off like that to me. Whether you walked away or they walked away, all I feel like it made you do was really focus on your shit. So it's simple as that. You didn't want to be upset anymore. You didn't want to be stressed out anymore. You just wanted to put the value on you. Self-appreciation, self-awareness kind of energy. And you couldn't lie about how you felt. I don't feel like you were happy about having to go in that direction or take that role, but I think you had known that something wasn't working out or providing balance. So you had to let it go. Yeah, but I had to let it go and not be emotionally fucked up about it or give it any more fucking time or thought. Time, thought, energy. Couldn't do any of that. I couldn't let it float or linger in my fucking energy anymore. I had to say goodbye. And I feel like your message is going after the next new beginning in love. We're gonna shuffle for you. Show me something. Show me something with a lover card. Show me something with a lover card. And trusting that direction. Trusting that it can happen or that it will happen. Why else? You might feel at a little bit at a disadvantage, or not even a disadvantage, just a distant discovery of it. Distant discovery of it. That's how I'm going to phrase that. Show me anything they need to see for the future. You got a bunch. Oh, wow, more than I thought. So you made a decision, and it was not to stress about situations that you had to let go of and just put work and effort on things that weren't going to emotionally bother you. Become aware of it. Let go energy. You have a strong, I had to let something go, and I had to recognize that was best for me. It didn't feel like it was something that was showing you anything that you could trust or stick around with. So that's how you knew not to stick there and to invest in yourself. I had to invest in myself, and I will continue to invest in myself, and eventually I'll work towards love. Because the past has shown me what I don't want to come towards me again, or what I won't answer the call to. You won't deal with it again. You won't let somebody hurt you again. Some of you know that. The burdens, you will not let that happen again. You're not having that. You're like emotionally like, nope, stay at a distance. I don't want to play with it. I'm not playing with that or moving towards it. Some of you are very, very aware of that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I gave Sag both decks, or is that my imagination? Did I give you guys both decks? I think I did. I'm going to give you more of this one. Show me something else for Sagittarius. Show me something else for Sagittarius. The moon and happiness. But why? Clarify that for me. That was fucking faster than I expected. Way faster. Oh, resistance. You have a lot of resistance in a love situation or the foundations of something you wanted to see work. It became to a situation where you couldn't trust it. It made you kind of wonder if they might have tried to make you feel like you were the problem. I don't like that. I feel like they did try to do that. Take your honor away, throw your balance off. So you recognized this isn't what I'm going to work with. Emotionally, I don't feel like this is making sense, and I'm not going to get stuck here. I'm just going to go in a different direction. And I can't look back at that. I got to trust these new beginnings and open up to the social environment that can happen, and trust that where I've been isn't where I'm heading or what I'm building towards. Go to the bottom. You really got to balance out getting ready to communicate or be emotionally open and not just thinking about doing it. Because emotionally and mentally, you think about it more than you take action towards it, is what the cards are telling me. And I think you know that. You've been very patient with moving forward towards love situations or opening up to them. I feel like you've been moving towards being emotionally valued in different areas. Not love, it's work. You've been focused on work or career, maybe kids. Work, career, or children I'm picking up. Work, career, children, something like that. I think I gave you both. I'm going to keep going. Wow. What's up, everybody? Hello, Gloria. Hello, Goodman. Thank you, N. Williams, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all hitting the like button. Wow. I barely drank this shit. Damn, I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to kill two of them, polish off two. I mean, I'll have super energy if I do it, but they got to be like cold on the rocks cold. I might just put ice in a cup and drink these going forward so they stay cold. Even if the ice melts, because these readings are kind of long, the can just doesn't give me enough. It still gives you an oomph, but it's like it's a lower oomph. It's not, I'd have to like chug that shit just to like be like the way I was in the beginning or middle of the readings. All right, here we go. That's a smart idea. Put them in a thermal. Damn it. I hate when people are smarter than me. It seems like it's every fucking day of my life. No, I'm just kidding. Well, probably, but thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Capricorn. What do we got for Capricorn? Here we go. Capricorn's energy. Bring it. What is the message for Capricorn? Show them whatever needs to come out of these, and then we're going to go to the future message. Capricorn. Whatever needs to come out for you. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Try to jump off the table. I don't think so. Capricorn. What the hell time? It's almost 12:20. What do you have? All right, Capricorn. What is the message for you? Whatever comes out for you. I feel the need to do that. I don't know why. Not being upset. I almost feel like Capricorn's like emotionally, I'm not going to be upset about the things that didn't work out or were untrustworthy around me. You come off like, nope. Almost like you took authority or you strengthened up. You moved away from even focusing on it. You've been emotionally unbothered. I feel like you're more in a what can I manifest and how can I manifest balance. Clarify anything you want. Go right to the bottom. That's the direction it tells me you're moving towards. And that direction is probably going to propel you to find something you weren't expecting. I want to tell you something there. Let's jump. Let's do the jumps. Jumpies. Here we go. I guess that shit still does work. I feel like you're not focused on going towards love, and that's exactly what you're not supposed to be focused on because it's just supposed to show up on your ass. I love it. I don't feel like you're focused on the investment of it at all. No. And I feel like that beginning is going to happen. It's almost like, God damn it, I wasn't looking for this. And then it shows up. I feel like you weren't stressed about it, but I feel like it wants to show up. I feel like this might have been something to do with you manifesting it without really paying attention to that. Or it was just a matter of it needed to happen, and it was time for your luck to change or your love to shift in a positive manner, something like that. Here we go. Wow, 3 at once. I'll take it. Things weren't showing up for you or making sense. Some of you didn't feel confident with either one more. Definitely could have been a water sign, earth sign, or fire sign. Didn't feel confident in the relationship or the building of it. Thought about it. Thought about the celebrations. Had to make a decision not to get upset about it. Eight of swords reversed. To cut ties. Some of you it could have been some of you it was whatever 3 signs. It could have been an air sign too. Definitely could have been an air sign, fire sign, whatever sign that you came at a distance with. Your stability became too important. Caught the cards again in my lap. These might get hung up. I might have to wait. Or like put some fucking band-aids on my fingers and shit for these cards. I can't wait to try the next one and see if they're as bad as this. I hope not. I don't think they will be. These are like surprisingly like slippery. Like ridiculous. I feel like there's WD-40 all over these bitches. Are they making my hands fucking dirty? No, they're just drying my hands out. It's fucking weird. Here we go. Some of you might have been unsure if you wanted to tap into going towards a new beginning. Something makes me feel like some of you tried either with a fire, water, or air sign, or they tried to communicate with you, but it didn't feel like you could trust it or move with it. What? You didn't trust this shit at all. So you kind of said, nope, I'm backing away. You come off like, I don't feel like I can balance this out or believe a fucking word or that things have changed. So emotionally, it wasn't fulfilling you. I don't feel like it became something that you could focus on. I think you decided I'll focus on myself. Don't surprise you. It doesn't surprise. No, you totally said, I'll focus on myself. I'll focus on my worth. I'll focus on my bread and butter. Maybe my family. Ooh. Just felt a pinch. Although the idea of finding a soulmate or a love connection, it does inspire the fuck out of you, it tells me. Having it actually getting the truth and clarity or balance of a love relationship. So you definitely have your emotions and your mind, I feel like, wrapped around your feelings, are wrapped around it. Not on things that upset you. Your heart wants to find love, it tells me. You may not have found that counterpart yet, or the trust to move towards working with that judgment or outcome yet. But it ain't somebody from the past that hurts you. It's just going forward or seeing the development or trusting the development of going forward with the next person. This is what I see for you. Maybe getting a proposal, somebody may come towards you. Could be a water sign that comes towards you or offers something. What other sign could it be? An earth sign. Definitely a world, devil, earth sign. You're here. Fire sign. It's telling me you either had an ending with a fire sign or you don't trust an air sign. You had to walk away from opening up towards it or even paying attention to it, not give it another look because it upsets you emotionally and mentally, it says. For some of you know that that's what happened. Let's go to your future. Let's go to your future. Here we go. Oh, shit. I hope it didn't eat any. Hold on. It didn't eat any. I'm like afraid I'm going to do that and it's going to shut the live off. Don't do that. We're almost done. We've only got, what, 2 or 3 seconds left? Where are we at? I still got Capricorn. We got 2 after this. But I still have to read you your future messages. I enjoy doing that more than where you've been, by the way. So, just FYI for your info. Okay. Show me Capricorn's future, please. Capricorn's energy and their future. What is the message for Capricorn? What can I show them? What is here for Capricorn? Definitely movement. Movement. You're fucking moving and you're moving quick. I feel like you're moving and learning what not to play with or seeing what didn't change or what's not worth going towards things that didn't change. If it didn't emotionally show you strength, or I almost want to say it's almost like if the train stopped or they showed you they weren't ready, you accepted letting it go. I feel like you've kind of, you might have felt like you had a rinse and repeat energy with a person too. What the fuck? And now you're not really focused on that. You're focused on your goals, your passions, the start of communication. Might have had a little bit of anxiety on believing that it's worth going towards love again, or getting what you want, or it actually coming towards you the way you want. You hold on to that feeling a lot, and you're trying to let that go. You're trying to let your heart win, but you're trying not to feel exposed or at a distance, and you're aware of it. Holy shit! I feel like this is I feel like I'm rolling out your fucking secrets. You want to reunite or be celebrated with something or have celebration in your life and happiness, and that's the outcome you really want. I feel like it's going deep internal with what you want. I feel like I'm investigating your soul kind of energy. Holy shit! And you're trying not to be stressed out about getting these new beginnings or seeing them happen, seeing the work out, because you feel emotionally empty. You feel like your communication, when it comes to discovering or your imagination or decisions around it, it hasn't built or moved like you'd like it to towards this thing that you care about, whether it's a new love situation or people around you love emotionally, that you want to put the emotional fulfillment, the work, and everything to work out. That might be the fear here. Don't let go and keep taking action. Be stronger don't let your mind get the best of you. Let your heart win. Be patient with the outcome, something like that, and believe that you can gain everything that you want, because that's my message. New beginnings can happen for everybody. Don't cut yourself too short before something builds. And don't forget the work you've put in or how hard it was. Even if you felt at a disadvantage or emotionally unsure of what the fuck's going to happen. We all get in that energy. Don't let that be your vice. Focus on everything you can get. Don't let anything get you down in the dumps. Take the necessary precaution risks. Think ahead and put the work down. Because guess what? You'll get a motherfucking victory. We're done here. You'll get a victory. So somebody's longing for something. It almost feels like somebody's trying to fix something. That may not be everybody's. I felt like it got real fucking personal. Here we go. Somebody's learned to trust being at a distance from things. But the more you learn to be at a distance from things, let me tell you something I've learned. The more you learn to be at a distance from things, learn how to trust your value and honor that. Don't overthink situations or feel at a distance from anything. The victories or the things that feel like they're never going to happen, it's only emotionally if you think mentally and emotionally like that. Don't put yourself in that physical realm. That realm shouldn't exist. Don't lie about feeling like you're not going to win. Just see yourself where you want to be. And I feel like you need to hear that. Don't worry about what's been done. Stay out of that emotional energy. Just put work towards situations. Be goal-oriented and move in that direction, because then you'll see what you're looking for. Even if you're having a hard time believing it, and somebody needs to hear this, because you'll get what you want. You'll get a new beginning, but you've got to be willing to try and not get upset. Do not get upset or stuck with being aware that you can take the control of the situation. If other people made you feel like they had control of the situation, take your power back. And I feel like you will take your power back. You'll get balance, even if you feel at a distance or you haven't moved in a direction that makes you feel like you're moving towards the direction you want to move towards. It might feel like it's up and down, or the past has not really been very kind to you. Well, don't give up, whether it's towards a love situation or fixing a situation that felt unhealthy or felt like it was cut away from you or taken from you. Don't lie to yourself about what you want. Just build that motherfucking fortune. Just build that shit. And you showed up in this shit too. It feels like you felt so apart from situations, so at a disadvantage or undermined that something serious could have happened. If something serious didn't happen, somebody might have taken you for granted, and that shouldn't have happened. And I feel like that's where you had to become patient. You had to persevere, be strong, identify, not to be upset, not to stress out, and just take action. And just take action. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. God damn. I'm going to give you a little bit bonus. Capricorn, you get a bonus because I want to do it. Show me something else for Capricorn. Anything else? Any other energy for Capricorn? What's the message? It's telling me things that felt like they've been hard to see the outcome you want or trust the people around you. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting. Some of you have had a hard fucking time with energy around you or trusting that fucking energy. Look at the trust card, knowing it. You fucking know this. And now emotionally, it isn't about being fascinated with situations around you that emotionally may be at a distance. It isn't about the things. It's about you committing to action, being emotionally supportive of situations that maybe feel away from you or that haven't been the outcome that have brought in the happiness to your life, that haven't shown you that momentum that you want. Put the work effort in it and the action towards it. Make that decision, because if you move towards it, you're probably going to be happy about what builds, how the new beginning goes, the balance you get. You won't feel at a distance, and you'll probably get the celebration, but you got to trust this shit. You got to trust the fuck out of it, and don't let anybody spoil shit for you. Just put that work and effort in it, and I'm done. That's what I've got for Capricorn. Loved your shit. I loved your shit. Your shit was like giving them the love. Tell them what they're capable of doing, especially if they've got like a party around them that just overlooks them or doesn't show them the appreciation they deserve. Fuck that. I hate shit like that. Don't let people do that shit. That energy is a waste of time. Doesn't mean you all went through that. That felt like a couple of these are feeling like they're getting into like a personal shit. Whatever. Here we go. Aquarius. Let's go. Aquarius. Show me what they need to see. You'll get the future message. Yeah. What does Aquarius need to see right now? What is the message? Watch out for people love bombing you or whatever the fuck that's about. Bill, especially, I feel like if somebody tries to come towards you that you've already tried to put work towards, just watch out for that. Can you trust it? No, it's a burden. No, I wouldn't trust it. Manipulation at its finest. If somebody comes back around, whether they're close in age or younger than you, or you haven't spoke to them in a while, something like that, because there's no tea talking here. There's no tea time on the table. If there's a burden that came around or an opportunity tried to come back towards you, I don't think it's going to be worth really jumping towards. Emotionally, I don't even think you care. It doesn't show me that. You wouldn't trust it anyway. I feel like you're emotionally over it. I do feel like you need to go towards new beginnings and manifest the celebrations. And I feel like that energy will never leave you until you do it. Until you show that you're going to be strong enough to make that effort. I feel like I'm never going to get rid of that fucking energy on my table until somebody out there or multiple people do it. Start playing with it. Go after it. Come on. Because it's telling me you know you haven't. You haven't. You might have been investing in other things, moving towards other things, but it doesn't look like you've been investing into a deep love connection. Some of you are trying to discover if it's the right thing to move towards or communicate with. You're not sure if you can trust it or what's going to happen. You do want to move towards it, but emotionally, you're still unaware if it's the right decision or going to create happiness, or if it's going to be something that is just a good time. Shit. I don't know. You're back and forth, but do I trust it, or is it unhealthy? Am I going to feel fooled? What am I supposed to trust? I want to take it on, but is it going to come in and dump me? It's going to fuck with me kind of energy. It makes me feel like you're not sure if you want to move towards it or what's going to happen. Part of you says, I want to. The other part of you is unsure if it makes sense. Jesus. This is what I'm getting for you. I do feel like somebody's going to emotionally accept an offer. Could be a woman that accepts an offer for a man. Will it balance out or will it stay long term? Probably. Maybe it could. It could last a little while. The wheels here could start to go. Wait a minute. Don't get too invested too fast is what I'm going to tell you. If you've been single for a hot minute and you're dealing with somebody, don't get invested too. Don't fall in love over fucking. Take your time. That's what I'm going to tell you. Take your fucking time. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't stress about it and just trust taking your time with this shit. See what you get. Make sure there's a lot of clear and precise communication, because I almost feel, clarify those two. I almost feel like if you rush this, wanting the victory, what's going to happen? Emotionally, take an offer, start communicating. 5, it ends. It'll end fast. So it's almost like clear precisely, but don't go too quick. I feel like if you move too quick, it's just going to fuck things up, or they're going to kind of run. You might deal with a person that gets what they want and leaves. And if you don't have truth and clarity now, and I didn't expect to read your future, I feel like this is what's going to happen in the relationship. This is telling me this could be what happens. He could run. There's a guy that could run from a woman or ignore her. Ooh, what is that? So when you go towards something, make sure it's what you really want. Give it a lot of thought if you want to go towards it, or if it's right for you, or if it makes sense, or if it's willing to have patience for what you make it see you for what you really want, and make it kind of make them wait. If they're willing to wait, they're probably worth it. Maybe, not always. You're gonna have to really kind of, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to you might have to pull some cards on it, big. Oh shit! Oh shit! Good luck with that. Or have someone do it. I don't know. Something. Just be like, take your time for some reason. No, yes. Emotionally, death card and beginnings. It's going to be slow, or it needs to come off slow. Time card at the bottom. Temperance. Take your time. Don't fill that cup up too fast. I know you want to play with it, but just make sure it doesn't end up upsetting you. Don't let it upset you, and trust that taking your time is probably the right action. All right? You can be ready to win it and open, but don't give too much thinking or energy to the fact that it could end too fast. If you don't rush, I feel like if you rush into something, it's going to end up hurting you, and you end up seeing it in the long haul. I'm done. I feel like, I have to tell you that, and I don't feel like you want to be at a distance from something you could build towards, but I feel like you've got to be patient. Something about stay patient. Don't rush the movement of this. Really see if they're worth it, or if they feel like, hey, make them really want you. Wait a minute. Show me something else. I don't know. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something I probably shouldn't say to some of you. If you're single and you deal with somebody probably in the next fucking 5 to 8 months, or you're dealing with them now, they may not be emotionally available or ready for this. I'm just going to put that out there. 9 of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed. Strength card reversed, Hierophant, balance, building, new beginnings. They may not be ready. They don't know if they're ready. They might say they are, but I don't know if they're ready. Only time will tell on that. We're going to go to the other cards. I hope I get something totally different, but I can't guarantee that. I'm going to aim from the get-go, though, to get something going into what's coming to your future self, basically. Around what energy is going to show up around you, or how you're going to show up around it. Whatever needs to show up for you. Let's see what we get. Aquarius. Show me. One more. Aquarius. Why is that like that? Why would you start like that? Ooh. Some of you have been on the fence if you know if you want to go towards this person or you'll feel that way. Some of you, this might be something that clicks if it hasn't clicked yet. You might be on the fence. You might think about like if it's making sense. What? Go to the bottom. If they come off emotionally at a distance or not really showing that they're in it to win it, drop them. Stop it right there, and it'll be time you'll save yourself from being upset. You'll recognize your value. Something about you'll recognize your value. You won't be upset. It won't be your imagination. You won't be left out in the cold. You'll recognize this isn't going to work, and I got to trust this. You might have to wait for another celebration that can be committed to, or a brand new thing that's going to be a little bit more to your standards or liking. I'm just going to be real. Go to the bottom. They could definitely be an air sign or a water sign. Maybe a fire sign. Air sign, water, or fire. Aries, I don't fucking know. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. If you're willing to work hard, and they are, and not let the problems of the past get in the way, it's almost like if you're both ready to commit, this could be a fucking beautiful thing. But now I'm getting why I probably told you to take your time. Look at this. This could be a real love situation, but I feel like you gotta make them wait for you and see if they'll wait for you to move toward. Make them wait. Don't rush towards this. Let's see if they can handle that. See if they fight for your direction, or if emotionally they just kind of move away. Because if they move away, they weren't the ones you were supposed to trust. I don't know how else to say this. They were meant to go, and you were meant to find somebody else and discover the other person. If they don't move away, you're just going to have to be patient with how you absorb this energy. Don't be hostile or at a distance with them. Don't make them feel like you're playing games or they're chasing too hard kind of energy. But at the same time, you got to have patience with going towards this. You can't rush into it. If you rush into it, what's going to happen? You'll be happy for a minute. It'll feel like it's moving until it stops. Queen of Pentacles reversed until it completely stops. Queen and Queen reversed until it's done. And that'll be what happens. Y'all be at a distance with it. It won't work. You got to go slow. It's got to be slow energy. If you emotionally rush towards it, you end up unhappy. And I don't think that's what you're supposed to manifest. I think you're supposed to trust going slow with it and seeing if they're willing to put the work and effort towards you. Because I feel like that will make you see their worth. That might bring the victory towards you. Woohoo! I feel like I just told you a lot of secrets of some shit that you're going to go towards or that could come towards you. That's what I've got. Oh, my Lord. My legs are getting tired sitting in this chair. 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 33 seconds. All right. Here we go. Thank you for being here, Goodman. And ladies and gentlemen, Kristen, everybody, Vulgar Hearts. Thank you all. We're on Pisces finally. What do we got for Pisces? I'm gonna shuffle and smoke a cigarette. I don't know if I have any. I hate these tarot cards. These cards are not my friend. I'm so sick of this. I'm not going to use these, I think, for a while. Because now they're everywhere. Ugh. Make me go under the table. I like how they look, too. They're probably one of my favorite ones that are waterproof. I remember when I ordered a bunch of them. I liked how they have like the red and the blue. The red on the bottom, the blue on the top. But I hate that they're slippery. I didn't expect them to be this ridiculous. I mean, the other ones, I just like how they look, and I feel like these are starting to flow well, but you just don't sit in my hands well. They're not too big. It's just they're small. They're actually perfect for like shuffling easy. It's just they're made a little bit thicker. Or if these kind of stuck out a little bit more, it'd be harder to make him jump, but they wouldn't just. It's too much. Ever. I had to do it. I'm not a fucking DJ. Not even close. I don't have any cigarettes. Son of a bitch. No cigarette for you. All right. What's the message? What do we got for Pisces? Okay. Enough, because if I keep doing that, they're going to go everywhere. Just saw your card, the moon card, second to last card on the deck. Here we go. Don't be upset with the love situation. When it came to trust, what happened? Fuck. Could have been an air sign. Definitely could have been an air sign or a fire sign. Definitely could have been a Leo. I don't care if it's a Leo, if it's a Gemini, because Gemini's here. If it was, you got a lot of signs I could give the energy to, and I'm going to give you the names. Could have been a Libra, could have been a Gemini, could have been a Virgo, could have been a Leo or a Sagittarius. Whatever didn't show you emotions or did upset you, I feel like you let it go. I feel like you stopped focusing on it. I feel like you're starting to focus on yourself, discovering that's the effort that makes sense. You couldn't trust somebody, so you had to let it go. You had to go away from a situation that you wanted to move towards, is what it tells me. You couldn't stay in a situation. It doesn't feel like it was hostile. It just feels like it didn't appreciate or show up enough for you. That's what I'm picking up. Here we go. You had to kind of say, see you later, alligator. Whatever. Emotionally, it wasn't fulfilling you, and the communication sucked. So what's going on now? So you learned that I got to cut free of the bullshit, and I know I can manifest happiness, but not there. You were in limbo with thinking about what it could be for a while, it tells me, but you had to stop the energy. And you did. You cut the emotions off. You felt like it wasn't investing in you, so you started to identify it's not showing me that it loves me or that it cares about me. So if I'm not getting balance, why am I going to be emotionally upset or confused? Because that's confusion card. Why would I be emotionally upset or confused? I'm not going to be that. I'm going to focus on my stability and let go of this shit. Emotionally, I know how to move on. I didn't really want to go in this direction, but I had no choice. I had to embrace that choice. I had to honor myself over a situation that was playing with me or wasted my fucking time. I feel like you became very, very open-minded about this and recognizing it wasn't working, or it was all about like fantasies, producing something but never delivering, never showing up for balance, never showing up for the social gathering, always talking about it or wanting to entertain it, but never making the effort or taking the action. So what did you do? Cut it off, and you became aware that it was too much. There was too much back and forth, too much stick beating. And did you identify like it's not transforming? I can't trust it. I think you did. So you had to make a decision. You had to make a decision, and you had to say no, goodbye, and no. And it definitely could have been a fucking Leo. King of Wands. Could have been Sagittarius. Could have been a Leo. Whatever it is, it's not in your way. It is not in your way. You're not focused on that. You've been thinking more about how it was probably smart to let it go. It's telling me not invest in it. even though you wanted to, recognizing that victory wasn't for you. Somebody knows that they had to identify, even though they wanted something, it wasn't correct for them. And it wasn't showing up for them, or it wasn't making them feel honored or appreciated. Or it was coming in with very little words. So it was showing you it was giving you little subtle hints that it was never going to work out or make you feel like it truly appreciates you like that man and wants to invest, or woman. So that's why it had to go. I feel like you had to move on, and you're going to move on to new beginnings. I feel like you just are still figuring out when or how these will take place. Some of you are still in the phase of letting go before you move on, and that could be why you haven't moved on, is what it's telling me. Emotionally, I don't feel like you're being bothered by where you've been. I don't feel like you're emotionally be bothering. I think you're inviting or accepting things to change and waiting for them to arrive or happen, whether you go towards something else or something else comes towards you. Something like that. For Pisces, we're going to the other cards. I don't want to drop these. I'm so sick of dropping these. I'm not going to. I'm not. Like, it was way too many times. Driving me nuts. Crazy. It does tell me, I thought I was done, but I'm not. It does tell me you do think about love, having the emotions. 3 for the bottom. But you don't look at a situation the same. 9 of Wands, you look away from it because it was upsetting you emotionally. It was stressing, it was straining you. So you had to cut free or let it go and move on. You knew it. It was too fucking much of a burden, too much of a hassle. It wasn't showing the changes that you wanted to for the emotional fulfillment or to take the ride, to believe it was going to work. So you had to acknowledge and accept and recognize this ain't working, and I'm not putting up with this. I'll look for another new beginning. All it did was regurgitate what I said in a different way. Very similar, but a different way. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I wanted to see where it would go, or if it would be different. It didn't want to. Let's see where you're going. Let's see your future message. I'm more curious about that anyway. What's your future message? Pisces. Let's see what you got. Holy shit, your future message is going to be hot and heavy right out the gate. Are you for real? Let's see what you get. Show me something. Oh my God, love. What about it? Where are we going with this for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? Oh, they're coming out like hotcakes. Oh, you might have to be patient. You might have to be patient. You're either going to stay patient before you jump the gun with love. I don't think you're jumping the gun with love, but I do feel like patience is a virtue, and the time is going to show you something good. Let's see where the tarot says. I don't know. Emotionally, what's going on, and why is this coming out like that? Show me what's going on, Pisces. So you might need to be emotionally ready to bounce, because I don't think you're going to want to go towards something that that emotionally upsets you. You won't. Mentally, you're like, nope, I got to manifest something that's worth it. It's worth my stability. That's worth the effort to work with. And you also give me the energy. I can't pretend like I'm going to find something right away, or the investment's going to show up right then and there. You come off like I'm not closed off to entertaining it. I'm just not looking for it yet. You do want the happiness or the celebration to be there. It does tell me you would love to be loved. You would love to see that new beginning, or see something work out in your favor. And who the fuck wouldn't? I would too. You know what I'm saying? Might be at a distance with seeing it happen, or even going towards it right now. Some of you have been in that energy for a while. Not being upset about passion or stressing about what? Going towards love. You're more of you're like let me take a reset, or let me just enjoy the luxuries of life right now. You give me that energy. Why is the Ace of Swords here in the world? The fire sign. I don't feel like you're hesitant. You may not be wanting to move towards a situation or start right yet. Some of you might have felt like other investments were more important, or you're looking at other investments or putting energy towards other things that won't upset you. cutting free of things that lied to you or did upset you, not letting love get in the way or your imagination, letting anything spoil or stress you out. I feel like that's kind of your nature right now. I don't know why I feel this way. I think you thought about this a lot and you're really kind of just trying to focus on you. Why you? Because you don't trust a motherfucker. When it comes to love, I feel like you want to trust more of you right now. And I feel like some of you have been there for several months, maybe half a year, 8 months, 12 months, a year and a half, whatever. Some of you have only been there for 4, 5, whatever. I don't see you wanting to jump into anything. The Hermit's reverse balance, death. You'll eventually go towards something that'll bring emotional happiness. But right now, I think you're kind of like, I want to work on me. You give me a work on me energy. And that's the outcome I'm looking for. That's what I trust right now. That's the strength I have. That's what I want to admire about myself. I feel like that's kind of smart. It's almost like you don't want to get stuck in suspense or hurt again by another fucking guy or situation. You don't want anything to pull on your heartstrings or discover that it's not fighting for you or upset you again. And you're knowing that that makes sense, that you don't want to play with an energy that's going to leave. Because if it's not showing you that it's going to show up and you don't feel like you can trust it socially, you don't want to move towards it yet. But you do think about love or the changes and excitement about it. It's telling me something like you're gonna take a backseat for a little while, or some of you've decided that already and have. Others of you are just catching up to the other Pisces that may have already done what you're doing. Give me something else for Pisces. Let's see if I get anything else. I want some more. Show me something coming towards Pisces. Not any more burdens. You might get communication, or you might find something that shows stability that's emotionally available to you. I feel like you're going to really focus on your stability or being practical. You give me a practical energy. Not worried about victories or outcomes, keeping at a distance from a while emotionally, even though you may want that. I don't feel like it's, even though you may, I'm done. Even though you may want that new beginning, let's go. You're not worried about the communication or doing something that it might feel like it shows up, you start doing it, and then it fucking ends. I feel like emotionally, you're like, no, I'm over that. I want to take action towards myself, risks that make sense for me. Because right now, I don't trust anything but me right now. I don't know if I want to trust something right now, is what it tells me. I've let things go, and now I need to be emotionally accepted that when things are meant to change, they will, or that you almost give me, I have the power to wait energy. Before I move forward, or before moving forward is the judgment. Right now, I'm kind of not really going towards anything in love. I'm not going to be upset about it. I want to work on things around me. I do think about passion, but I'm not going to let it disturb my peace, my motherfucking happiness. It can stay at a distance as long as it needs to. When it's meant to balance out or manifest, it will. And I'm okay with the time factor on that celebration. Some of you, if you're not okay with it, you're going to figure out how to become okay with it. That could be your message. Queen of Pentacles, and not stress about it at all. Not worry about that. It's because you're going to be trying to develop you. You're going to be developing yourself before you go towards love. Especially because emotionally, I feel like something disconcerts you or put a shitty taste in your mouth. It didn't make you feel happy. It's not something you're really focused on now. And you're moving towards a different direction. You're valuing change, and you want to see things changed socially towards you or emotionally towards you. And be very aware of it before you pursue action. Because if it comes towards you too early, you won't play with it. You won't trust it. Or if you go towards it too early, you won't think it's worth fighting for, or you'll discover emotionally, I don't really know if this is right for me. I don't know if this feels secure or is bringing in balance. I don't know if I can trust it, but I want to trust it. You'll go right through the same shit you went through is what it's telling me. And you're not willing to do that because you were strong. I think it took a lot of strength to say no, to pull your heart back and not let somebody ridicule you, to put yourself first. You might have to really think about doing it, but you did it. Somebody knew what they had to do. This isn't let bygones be bygones. This is like, no, bitch. I'm pulling my energy back because of the energy you showed me. And it might have been more than once, or because they didn't show you enough energy in general. It's something of the sort of that. You will gather with new celebrations. You will get balance. You will see it happen. It's just going to take time before you rush to that direction. I'm done. I can't say, look at this. You're not going to rush right into it. You're going to recognize, as much as I'd like to discover it, I'm in no fucking rush with that love situation. I can wait. I can balance out. I can be emotionally okay. I can trust it and trust myself. That's your reading. I can trust it not to be emotionally. It's almost like I'm not going to be emotionally unavailable, but I'm not very intrigued by opening up, and I'm trusting myself at where I'm at because this is what I need to trust at this time. This is what I have for Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. 3 hours and 33 minutes and about 44 seconds. Thank you for being here, and everybody have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.